Okay, hey y'all, we're back with the Mustangs versus Wetumpka Indians. This game is about 5 minutes until it starts. The last game that the Mustangs played against Lanier, that was Coach Stokes' 300th win. He's definitely looking to capitalize and definitely looking to get that 301 win. Coming off of the JV boys game, they lost. The girls are definitely trying to bring a win here to Stanhope tonight. So main thing we're looking for this game, we want them to clean up their game. The last game against Lanier was very sloppy, both teams very sloppy, and we just kind of want to see them clean up their game and get some better points on the board. This game's going to be a little bit more difficult playing against Wetumpka, and we just definitely want to see our Mustangs come up with the win. The main people we're looking for, Ariel Gilchrist. She's the best, one of the best players on this team. She's a senior. She's our point guard. We're definitely looking for her to capitalize and start capitalizing early. We want to see early points on the board so that they can kind of settle in and get into a rhythm in the middle to late of the game. We definitely don't want them to have to – we definitely don't want it to be a tight game. We want them to be able to get ahead and stay ahead. Now, some players that I definitely want to see step up again, Samaya Gilmore, very good. She's kind of started off slow the last game, but we want to see her get into her rhythm soon and just take off from there because she's a great player, great versatile player. Now, I want to see a lot more from the Crosby sisters. You know, Kerja, Karaji, they're really good. I definitely want to see them get their threes, get that kind of stuff. Gabrielle Harris, another player that I love. Definitely want to see her hit some threes and just have a great game today. So I don't know if I'm going to see it because Coach Stokes tends to only like to play his starters, but I want to see him kind of get into the rotation like he did with Lanier. I want to see him, you know, give his starters a break and just see what we can do with this game. Now, our starting lineup is going to be Ari Gilchrist. We have Ari Gilchrist at point guard, Samaya Gilmore at the number 2 spot. Number 3, we're going to have Jada. 4 spot is going to be Anaya Burton, and our 5 is going to be Tamara Smalls. Now, Tamara Smalls, she's very tall. She's got really good stamina, and she's honestly a really good player. She's really good down down low. The only thing is, once she gets the ball, she kind of gets a little frazzled with it. So I'd like to see her calm down, and let's see what we can do with this. So, what do you want to see from, let's say, Ari? What do you want to see from her?
Well, definitely from Ari, I definitely want to see her make good throws, good passes, good shots, getting points on the board, making sure we get through with a big win.
We definitely want that win. Another player I really want to point out is Skylar Jackson. She's a very good player. Again, middle school. If y'all were into our broadcast against the Lanier game, we talked a lot about that. She's a middle school player playing on varsity women's basketball. Man, that is a very big accomplishment. She's very good, and I would just like to see her play the best game that she can. So, what are some players that you would like to see kind of get off to a good start?
Definitely Kamani Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Kamani Howard, she has very good stamina, very good versatile movement on the court, good hands when passing up the ball and shooting for a shot. I really feel like she could get something done in this game today.
She's very fast.
Very.
That's one thing I want to say is Stanhope has some really fast players on the floor here. Now, again, looking at the Wetumpka Indians, they do seem to be a little undersized. You know, they've got a few bigger players, but they're really small. The only problem with that is they may be really fast.
Real fast.
And so we're going to need some faster players on the court just to kind of test them out, see how they move, and then once we do that, we can figure out where to go from there.
Very much, yes, ma'am.
So we're about a minute away from the start. We're just kind of watching our girls warm up. They're shooting some free throws, definitely doing pretty good. I really want to see something from Carmen Vergara. She has had a rough season this year. You know, she's been out. She was out for several weeks with an ankle injury. That she's got a ligament that kind of folds over on itself, and it just gives her a lot of trouble. So I really want to see Coach put her in, and I really want to see her capitalize on that moment.
Right.
So what else are you thinking it's going to happen in this game?
I feel like we're going to get some really good points on this board. I feel like we're going to be good on the court when passing balls and making sure we're communicating each other on the court, because communication on the court is mainly key, because you can't have a good game if y'all not communicating on the court like how y'all need to be.
Yeah, communication is key in games like this. You have to be able to, especially as a point guard, as Ari is going to be in, Kamani may be in, and even Jazz at a point if he puts Jazz in. That's a – gotcha. National anthem. right.
Now, let's meet the visitors from Wetumpka. At goal, number 2.
All right, so we're back after our national anthem, and as we were saying, that point guard position is going to be a vital role in this game. From what I've seen, Wetumpka has pretty good defense. That being a point guard, you're going to have to be able to see the floor, see where your players are at, and be able to get the ball to them when they are open.
That's right.
That is definitely something we're going to need to see. And honestly, in a game like this, being an area game, I would like to see him play Ari a little bit more than he plays his other point guards.
Exactly.
Because Ari is such a vital role in this Mustang offense and defense that we just need to see her and capitalize. I think if we get a pretty good lead, say 20 points, he may want to sub her out, give her a little break. But then if we start getting into trouble, she definitely needs to go back in.
Right. That is true. That is true.
So, what are you thinking about like our forward game? How are you thinking about our like post?
Well, I feel like some of those games, like, we did very good with getting stuff done on the court, but I feel like we could have did better. Like, we could have did better on making sure that we were getting an accurate shot, making sure we were also communicating, like I said at the beginning, and making sure y'all are just working as a team and listening to y'all coaches and talking with y'all coaches, because if you're not listening to your coaches, I don't know what to tell you if you expect to win.
No, and listening to your coach is very important. No matter how much you like him, how much you dislike him, that coach knows more than you. He's older than you, and, you know, even if you don't agree with him sometimes, he may lead you in the right direction, and just even if you don't like him, you need to listen to him.
That's right.
And, again, that post game is going to be a very big thing against this defense. They need to get rebounds, and they need to get them more than Wetumpka does.
They do.
Getting rebounds and kicking them back out, especially offensive rebounds, is going to be a major and vital role.
Very major,
in this
very
thing.
major.
So we're about to start the game. We've got our starting lineup going out. So send it to you for the play-by-play.
Tamara Smalls making the T lineup play. Let's see who gets the ball. Ball goes up. Tamara Smalls gets the ball to number 10, Amaria Burton.
So here's Ari. This is, again, something I wanted to see. She passes it to Samaya. Samaya goes up. She misses it again, but rebound. Rebounds are crucial, like we were talking about. We definitely need rebounds, and they're already starting off really good.
Very good, very good.
Looks like we got a jump ball here. It looks like Wetumpka Indians gets the ball after that tip.
Oh, Jesus.
So
as long as we getting the ball and we catching their moves, we'll be good on defense.
definitely. And we're playing that press break. Now, one thing I do want to say, number 3, that is Aubrey Griffin. She used to play at Stanhope.
Ooh.
So that's definitely one thing I think we want to look at. Oh, and blocked by number 10, Anaya Burton. You do colors. I'll do play-by-play, and you just add to it. So we've got number 3 on Wetumpka passing the ball in. She passes it to number 20. She's looking up, looking for a pass, kind of trying to drive through Samaya. Number 22 gets the pass. She's driving, goes up, gets a block by Anaya Burton. T passes it to number 2, Ari Gilchrist. Ari's got Jada wide open. Jada gets the look, goes up for the 3, and makes it.
Look at that.
And we're on the board first, and that is definitely what we wanted to see in this game.
This is exactly what we want to see.
So number 2, Wetumpka has the ball. She passes it to number 30, I think, or 20. So she's driving, trying to find an open man, but Stanhope's playing way too good defense. Number 2 goes up for the shot, misses. Number 22 goes up for the shot again. She makes it after the block from Anaya Burton. Ari, number 2, driving up the court. She's got Jada wide open again, passes it to Anaya down in the post, goes up for it, misses it, rebound by number 3 on Wetumpka. Number 2 on Wetumpka driving, looking for that. Ari with the steal, looks up, passes it to Anaya, goes up for the shot, misses it. Ari gets the rebound, goes up and makes the 2.
This is what I love to see. They are definitely communicating on the court like they need to, and they're listening to their coach as they're on the court playing with the ball.
Definitely. Now we've got, looks like a jump ball. Looks like the ball is going to go to the Wetumpka Indians. It looks like actually it was a foul. or out of bounds. So number 3 passing the ball in. She's looking for an open man, but Stanhope is again playing really good defense here. Steal by Jada. Ari got, kind of scruffle on the court. Ari passes it to Jada. Jada with the pump fake goes up, makes the layup.
This is what I love to see. Jada is definitely looking at where the ball is going, and she's keeping up her stamina when making and looking for the blocks. She's definitely doing good with her throws and making her shots. Ariel definitely all across the court, but she's also doing good with keeping her defense and blocking.
And steal by Tamara Smalls. Looking at Ari. Ari passes to Samaya. Samaya goes up for the layup, gets blocked by number 3 on Wetumpka, and it's out, and it's Stanhope ball.
This is what I like to see. They are definitely working together, and I love to see it.
It's definitely what we wanted to see. They're playing really good, and they're playing at a fast pace, which I'm actually surprised at because that did not work for them against Lanier. So Ari has the ball. She's at the top of the key, looking for an open man. She's got Jada wide open in the corner again. Jada passes to Anaya. Anaya goes up, makes the layup, gets the N1.
This is what we love. They are actually really, excuse me. So far right now, we are actually doing really good, and I'm loving the score that's on the board. They're definitely, I can say, they're definitely, like I said, communicating at the beginning. Their coach, he's looking at them real hard. He's making sure that they get what they need to do.
And Anaya makes the free throw and gets the N1 point. So now number 2, Wetumpka looking, she's driving up the court, looking for an open pass. Hopefully she can get across the half before the 5 seconds. And she does. Gets that setback. Number 22 wide open with the jump shot, misses. Rebound number 21 misses or makes the layup, and that is Stanhope ball. Stanhope, they're still playing pretty good, but I would like to see them play a little bit better defense here.
Very.
Number 4, Jada with the ball, and she turns it over, steal for Wetumpka. Number 22 looking for a pass. Number 20 has the ball, goes up for the jump shot, misses it. Rebound, Jada McLeod. Jada and Tamara fighting for the ball a little bit, passes it to Ari, looks for the pass. Anaya Burton goes up for the shot and makes it.
This is what I'm loving. I'm loving it right now.
They're playing really well, actually.
Very. And like you might not see that they're very communicative.
Steal by Jada McLeod. Goes up for the layup and makes it again.
We're getting points on the board like.
This is what we wanted to see. And timeout to Wetumpka Indians. Now, this is what we talked about before the
Yes, we did.
Before the game started. This is what we wanted to see, and they are definitely capitalizing on it.
They are. Definitely listening to coach. They're getting their stamina very quick on the field, looking around on where they can throw the ball to and who they can throw the ball to. Definitely. Tamara Smalls, definitely making good passes and keeping her stamina around the court as well.
Definitely. And this is the major thing I wanted to see. If you watch it, Stanhope is doing the exact same thing the exact same thing every time they drive down the court on offense. They're passing it to Jada. Jada's passing it to Anaya in the paint, and she's spinning and getting that layup. Now, for some reason, Wetumpka can't guard this.
They can't.
And they're doing the exact same thing the exact same way. They're just changing the side. And that's just crazy to see to me because I feel like once you get burnt once, you can't do it again.
That is true.
So, Wetumpka passes it in to number 2. 2 passes it back to 3. 3 passes it back to 2. Let's hope they can get across the floor again. They seem to be taking a while. And steal by Ari Gilchrist, it seems. Now, Ari is driving up the court looking for a pass. Samaya's wide open. She drives to the lane, misses the layup. Rebound by Anaya Burton. Goes back up, misses again. Rebound by Wetumpka, number 3. Number 3 driving down the court, looking for the layup, and steal by Tamara Smalls. Passes it to Ari Gilchrist after falling off of bounds. Anaya Burton gets the ball, goes up for the easy layup.
And they are doing really great so far as well. And I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. They're definitely making good plays on this court.
Oh,
definitely listening to coach as he's talking and communicating with them from the sidelines as well.
Yeah, you can hear Coach Stokes yelling from the sidelines, telling them what they need to do, and they're definitely listening. Looks like Samaya Gilmore lost a shoe. Number 20 gets the ball, passes it to 21, takes the shot, misses it, air ball, rebound by Jada McLeod, but it's out, and it's Wetumpka ball. And this game has been already exhilarating from the start.
Very.
And it's just crazy to see how good this game is going so far. Number 2 gets the ball in three-point range, shoots, misses it, air ball, Jada McLeod with the rebound, looking for a pass out to Ari. Ari gets the ball. She takes it up the court, looking for a pass. So she passes it, turn over to number 21. What was that all about?
I don't know. Maybe a misconception in the throw, trying to get it to Tamara Smith.
That was just a miscommunication on all parts.
Yeah.
Number 20 or 50 with the ball, shoots, misses it, and rebound by number 21. Steps out of bounds. It is Stanhope ball. So Jada is passing it in for Ari. Let's see what they can do with this offense today. So we've got Samaya pretty much open on the three-point line. We've got also Jada open. Let's see what they do and see if they run the same play they've been doing. Passes it to Jada. Jada looking for T. T drives off of a Wetumpka Indians foot. And there's a scramble on the floor. Let's see who comes up with it. Looks like a 30-second timeout here from Coach Stokes. Now, what are you thinking that he's telling his players in this timeout?
Well, right now, what I think he's probably telling them is that they need to communicate a little bit more when making sure that when they're passing the ball and throwing the ball against the court that they're making good throws.
Okay, that's definitely true. I saw him do like a little layup thing. I'm sure he's saying he's probably telling Tamara right now, when you go up for that layup, you need to go hard and you need to make sure that you have your feet set and you don't let nobody block it.
Right.
Because she's so tall. She's taller than over all of those players. She should easily have this game in the bag.
She's definitely putting a lot of effort in this game when making sure that she's getting her throws and passes against the court. Very paying attention and very fast with how she's moving as well. Definitely.
Now, it looks like there's a bit of a leak on the floor. Let's see what Stanhope's about to do here. Their Coach Carver is actually running out with a shirt trying to figure out how to stop this leak. So, that was a little.
That was funny. That was funny.
So now we have number 2, Ari Gilchrist, seeming to pass the ball in. Are you surprised by this move?
Really, yes, I am. Because usually Ari's always on the court, never passing in, not as much as maybe the other players will.
And she turns it over to number 2, the Wetumpka Indians. She loses the ball. They scuffle on the floor. Ari Gilchrist comes up with it, looks down the court, passes to Anaya Burton, gets the easy layup.
And makes it. This is very much where communication comes in as well. Because
Definitely.
if you're not communicating on the court, I don't know what you're going to do.
Number 2 gets the ball, tipped by Ari Gilchrist. 3 comes up with it, looking for a pass, passes it to number 20. 20 shoots the 3 ball, misses it. Rebound number 2 with Wetumpka Indians. Ooh, and she hit the floor hard. Let's hope that doesn't end up with an injury on their side.
As well, I guess.
So now it looks like Jada McLeod is passing the ball into Ari. This is more of what we see, where Jada's passing in and Ari is on the court. So Ari is dribbling up the court. She's kind of surveying the field, seeing what she's got, telling her players where to move, and she's definitely commanding the floor here. T gets the pass, turns around, misses the shot from – and T turnover for the Mustangs. So number 3 is passing the ball in. We're going to see what they can do with their offense on this go-around. One thing I do like about Wetumpka Indians is they take it slow coming up the court, which is very smart. They're seeing where their defense is laid, and they're seeing what they can do and where there are maybe holes. Steal by number 2, Ari Gilchrist goes up for the layup, misses it, gets the rebound, goes back out, sets it back up, gives it to Anaya Burton, shoots the 3 ball, and makes it.
This is amazing. Right now, they're definitely getting points on the board, which is exactly what we want. Wetumpka, they're doing very good. Like you said, they're moving nice and slow, moving very stealthy, trying to see how they can get the ball moving around the court.
2 shoots it, misses it, rebounds Samaya Gilmore. She's driving up the court, looking, trying to get that layup, goes up. That should have been a foul right there.
That should have.
So number 20 with the ball, passes it to number 2. She's looking for a pass, taking it slow again, which is very smart to do here as a point guard. She's looking for a pass, still dribbling the ball, maybe trying to run the clock out a little bit. Goes up for the floater, misses it, rebound Wetumpka, and they're fighting for the ball. Looks like a jump ball. That should be the Mustangs' ball, and there's 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Anaya Burton, she's definitely putting in the work. Samaya is also always putting in the work. And Ari, she's definitely putting in a lot of work along with Jada McLeod.
Definitely. Looks like we've got some substitutions here. Looks like Malaya Newton, number 23, goes in for Jada, and number 5, Kerja Crosby goes in for 2, Ari Gilchrist. So Kerja here is going to be running point. Let's see what she can do with this position. So she passes it to Karaji, who is actually in. That is her sister. Passes it to Tamira, goes up, and gets the layup.
This is what I'm loving. They're definitely, I love that they substituted. Definitely, they're very much communicating with their players and making sure.
Shoots the 3 ball, misses it, but gets the foul. That is an awful foul to have right there. She gets now 3 shots.
This is a little upsetting, but it's going to be fine. I feel like we can make a comeback.
We definitely can. I mean, it's 23-4 right now, and she misses the first one, so maybe we'll see if she misses the other 2. But that is definitely a bad mistake right there, and definitely one we don't need going into later quarters.
No.
She makes the second one. She's got 1 more left. Number 20, Skylar Jackson, goes in for number 14, Tamira Smalls. This is definitely a very good substitution right here.
Very much.
Giving them a little bit more break. Looks like Carmen Vergara is trying to go in. She makes the third. Carmen goes in for number 10, Anaya Burton. So you have an all-new 5 on the court. Let's see what we can do with the 16 seconds left in the first.
Definitely a good thing with putting in Skylar.
Definitely. And they're pressing. Wetumpka is pressing. They need some help. We need to get the Mustangs need to get down and help their point guard. Karaji passes to Skylar. Bad pass right there. Goes up, takes the shot, gets blocked. Number 2, 21, shoots. Number 2 goes for the long and misses. So that's the end of the. Okay. We're going to go to break, so we'll come back before the second quarter. See you guys then. Good job, girl. It's really fun, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like, once you get into it, you're not even thinking about what's going on. You're just like, basketball, basketball, basketball.
I'm so intrigued in the game now that I'm thinking about it.
I feel like this is the best way to watch basketball at games like that. Okay, so we're back with quarter 2, and that ended in a turnover for the Mustangs. And again, this is a new 5. He didn't switch anybody out, so we have the same people that we did in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So let's see how this 5 can carry on what the first 5 did in the first quarter. So number 3 with the ball passes to 21 and goes up for the layup behind the backboard. And that looks like a turnover with Wetumpka ball. That definitely should be Mustangs ball. It hit the backboard. That is Mustangs ball. All right, number 3 passing in, looking for the open man. Passes to 21. 21 passes to 20. 20 is driving, looking for the open lane. Number 22 passes to 3, almost out of bounds, and turn over the West Indians. Stanhope then turns over to number 3. She drives, looking for the shot. And again, a turnover and blocking foul on the Indians. This is already even more intense or just as intense as the first quarter.
Very. I'm loving Skylar on the court, definitely with keeping the height because the Wetumpka Indians, they're very much a lot shorter. Not as short, but they are a little shorter. And Skylar, she has that height.
And so Carmen tries to pass the ball in, but she hands it to her, and you cannot do that on an inbound. So turnover Mustangs, it is now Wetumpka ball. Now that mistake right there is definitely a bad one. And honestly, that could result in an early substitution. And she definitely does not want that. So number
They
2,
don't.
Wetumpka driving up the court, looking for a pass, doesn't see it, drives, passes it out to 22. 22 passes to 5. She takes the shot, misses it, rebounds Skylar, and she's out of bounds. That's, again, another turnover Mustangs. Now, this 5 is not doing as great as the first 5 were. And it looks like he is about to sub in a whole new 5. He's putting his first starting 5 back in the game. So, Kershaw Crosby, number 5, passes it to Malaya Newton. Malaya Newton goes up for the layup, misses. Skylar gets blocked by number 22. What do you think about that? A shorter player blocking a taller one.
Well, maybe Skylar, she didn't understand that she was going to get the ball because she didn't really see how the ball was moving and what ways and how it was moving around the court. So maybe she had a misunderstanding of where the ball was going, and she didn't know that she needed to, get the ball to make the throw.
That is true. And now we just see a new starting 5 in. Jada shoots the 3-ball, misses. Rebound, Samara Smalls misses. Rebound, Samara Smalls again gets blocked. Samaya gets the rebound. Jada McLeod with the ball and turnover, but it looks like Wetumpka stepped out of bounds. Now, what do you think about putting the whole starting 5 back in?
I feel maybe he thinks that maybe the starting 5 can get some more points on the board, but also their stamina like they did earlier in the game. Their stamina was very quick. Their communication very on point. Their throws and passes very also on point. Maybe missed a few shots, but they came back and got some more points on the board and were communicating on the court.
Definitely. Now, Jada's passing it in, passes it to Ari. She's looking at the floor, looking at her defense, trying to figure out what's going on. She looks up, passes it to Samaya. Samaya tries to pass it to Ari, but doesn't get the pass, and she turns the ball over. So number 2 driving up the court, again taking it slow, which is a very smart move here in this game. 2 passes to 5. 5 is wide open, takes the deep 3, but misses it. Rebound, Jada McLeod. So Ari with the ball, going up the court. She's looking what's open. She passes it to Anaya Burton, who is wide open. Shoots the 3-ball, but misses it. Rebound, Jada McLeod goes up, doesn't get the foul. What do you think about that? That should have been an easy foul.
That should have been an easy foul.
Well, they got a foul right there. So definitely, but that definitely should have been a shooting foul and definitely should have put Jada back at the line.
It should have. Right now, I feel like the refs are maybe calling a few misconceptions on the different plays and how and where the ball is going. I definitely feel like they're paying attention, but not as hard as they need to be.
Right.
But it's okay. I feel like we're doing good so far.
And Anaya goes up for the layup, snakes through all the defenders and gets the bucket.
That's what we like to see.
Now number 2 goes up, but throws back out to number 3. 3 passes it to 21, wide open, takes the shot and makes it. That's crazy. We haven't seen them score since the first quarter. Now, one thing that you were saying about the refs making bad calls is that could be a problem with how fast this game is moving.
Exactly.
So 4, Jada McLeod wide open. She shoots it, but that's going to be a 2 because her foot was on the line. That was a deep 2 and definitely not one that we wanted a 3 there.
Yeah, we did. They're definitely doing really, really good.
So number 2 has the ball. She turns around, shoots it, and gets the foul right there. That one hurts. That foul hurts because they've missed some on Stanhope, but the thing is you have to play with your feet and not your hands in this game.
Right here on the court, I see Samaya Gilmore. She's definitely talking to Ari, number 2, on where to go on the court.
That's also really good with Samaya. Communication, like we said, is key, and they are definitely communicating in this game.
They are.
They missed the free throw, number 2, and we've got some substitutions. Number 20 goes in for number 5, and it looks like they're going to shoot without getting that other substitution in. So number 2 going to shoot again, and she makes that one. So let's see. Looks like no. I thought it was a timeout, but it does not look like it. Oh, they're subbing in number 20, I think. So Ari, number 2 with the ball. We got her. They're playing very aggressive, Wetumpka is. Ari goes in for the drive, shoots it, goes up for the floater, and makes the floater.
That was a very good shot. She definitely got through all of her defenders and made her throw like she needs to.
3, takes the 3, and misses it. Rebound to Myra Smalls. Ari gets the pass and turns the ball over to number 20 on Wetumpka. With the pressure, she can't handle it. She passes it out to number 30. Number 30 can't handle the pressure, and a travel on number 3, Stanhope ball. So, one thing I definitely want to see is, I know we love how fast this game is moving, but sometimes we need to take it slow and actually make some shots. So Anaya Burton, she shoots the 3 ball, misses it, and we have a foul. It looks like it's going to be Stanhope ball. So this game, again, is moving, or actually it's Wetumpka ball. So the game is moving very fast, and one thing I do love about how Wetumpka's playing is when they come up the court, they slow the ball down. They look at how their defense is set up, and what they can see right now, they've got a hole right in the middle of the court.
They do, yes, they do.
See, there they go, using it. 3 passes to 21. 21 goes up for the layup. That right there, bad defense.
It is.
All you had to do right there was do like a 2-3 or a 3-2, and you'd stop that right there.
And get somebody
Shot
in the
made
middle.
by Ari Gilchrist. And Wetumpka shoots, Ari shoots back. Steal by Jada McLeod. She's looking up the court. Oh, she dribbles straight through the defender and turnover. That one she should have capitalized on.
Definitely.
Or Mustang still has the ball. Looks like it was knocked out by the Wetumpka Indians. So they are running the same play, so let's see what happens. Samaya's passing the ball in, pass it to Ari, and we're going to drive the ball up the court. Looking for a pass it to Samaya. Samaya dribbles in, takes the shot, misses it. Rebound, Tamira Smalls with the 2. Samaya Gilmore misses it again. Looks like a long rebound. Jada McLeod with the rebound, and foul right there. So this is what we wanted to see. They are playing really fast, but definitely playing some good basketball here tonight.
Like you said earlier, they are taking it a little fast. I do feel like they do need to slow it down just a little bit. And like you said, get some more shots on the scoreboard and make sure they're communicating. I'm definitely seeing Samaya. She's definitely communicating, definitely right here with Anaya, and definitely with Ari. Definitely. I want to see her talk more with Jada and Tamira Smalls, getting the ball in and getting it around the court.
And it looks like Stokes subs in Gabrielle Harris for number 11 for number 1, Samaya. So it looks like also he's about to sub in Kioni. So number 3 passes in the ball to number 20. 20 passes it back to 3. 3 passes it to 22. Double team. Number 20 gets the ball, and she gets a turnover. Pass it to Tamira. Tamira shoots the easy fast break layup.
She did really good on that throw, really good on that pass, really good on that shot.
Definitely, and that's one time where you can move fast right there when you have a fast break. But I think when you're set up, you don't need to be doing that.
Not at all.
So Ari gets the steal and then turns it over, and then Anaya steals the ball again, goes up for the layup, but misses it. Rebound, Ari Gilchrist misses it, and rebound, Wetumpka Indians. Pass it to number 20. 20 shoots the 3 ball, misses it. Rebound, Jada McLeod. Ari Gilchrist takes the ball, and she turns it over again. This is where we need to slow the ball down. They are moving so fast that they can't even think before they pass.
That's right. Right here, I definitely see Gabrielle Harris. She's definitely moving good around the court and looking at the ball. She's making sure that she's looking at where the ball needs to go and how she wants to shoot the ball to make a shot.
Definitely.
Or to get the ball to pass to another teammate so that the other teammate can make the shot.
Definitely.
Definitely paying attention. That's very key. She's making sure she's on the person that she needs to be on very, very good.
And then
real hard.
Kioni Howard goes in for Ari Gilchrist. Very smart move right there. Ari is not playing the best right now, so we definitely want to give her a break. Let her mind, just let her not worry about the game too much, and just let her get her break. Yeah. So number 20 gets the ball. She goes in, passes it out to number 2. 2 drives in, takes the shot, and makes it. Now, one thing I want to see right here is I want to see them run some plays where they get Gabrielle Harris to the around the three-point line, gives her the ball, and lets her shoot it. And they do right there, but she misses it. She's running back on the court. She's definitely got the stamina. And blocked by Anaya Burton. That's definitely what we want to see from her.
Yes, we do. Anaya Burton tonight, I can definitely see she's really working hard. She's working around the court like she needs to be. Very good stamina, like I said at the beginning when the game started.
Definitely. They pass the ball and turn over to Tamira Smalls. Kioni Howard goes up for the layup, gets contested, misses it. And that should have been a foul, and they get it.
This is what I like to see. They're moving fast, but they're also getting the ball around the court to make good shots and get points on the board. That's what we want to see right now. We're making sure that we're keeping more communication than Nia Burton, talking to her teammates over on the right of her, making sure that they're really, really good.
It looks like we've got a timeout, a full timeout on the Wetumpka Indians. So here in this huddle right here, what do you think Coach Stokes is going to tell his
Coach
players?
Stokes is probably going to tell his players that maybe that they do need to slow it down and make sure that they're getting the ball around slower, but not as much as, that they're passing it now. They need to get it around more than what they're getting it around to make good throws, good defense, making sure that many of the misconceptions that they're having on the field now, they don't have it anymore throughout the game, so that we get points on the board and we're getting wins.
That is a very big thing. The main problem I see from both teams really is they are moving too fast. When you move so fast, you cannot slow down and you cannot think about what you want to do and how you want to progress and how you want to make good passes. And when you're moving so fast, you tend to turn the ball over more, and it's just not a good place to be.
No, not at all. With Wetumpka, they definitely slow it down at some times, but then eventually they bring it back up and they go as fast as Stanhope's going. If Wetumpka makes the shot, Ari gets the ball or somebody else on the team gets the ball, and they clap back with another shot or a steal or good defense, making sure they're double blocking and making sure that they're doing what their coach might want them to do from the sidelines.
Definitely. And one thing I do want to point out that has been a problem with both teams is the number of fouls that they have. Combined, we have 8. Separate, Wetumpka has 5. Stanhope has 3. Definitely not something we want to see in the first half.
No, not at all.
So, Jada McLeod misses the first one. Definitely not something we want to see. She needs to be making both of them, and I know that they practice this, so this is just going to be – she needs to get back in her groove, and she's definitely just overthinking right now.
Yes.
So she's about to shoot the second one, and she shoots it, and airballs a free throw. What do you think about that one right there?
I definitely feel like maybe she is a little down today. Maybe she's, kind of overheating, after a while of running back and forth on the field. Your body does tend to overheat, and you don't really know what you're doing for real. Right. So I feel like what she just did there, it was just a little down from what she would usually show on the court.
Definitely. And it looks like Anaya Burton goes in for Jada McLeod and Ari goes in for Kamani Howard. So Wetumpka number 20 with the ball, deflected by Tamira Smalls. Jaslyn Jones gets the ball, goes up, and misses it, gets blocked. Now, I know we talked about this with the Lanier game, but Jazz is just very short. She doesn't have the height, and sometimes it shows in the game.
That is true. But she also does have some quick stamina.
That is very true.
She has very, very quick stamina. She knows how to really move around the court for real. She really shows that her focus is more of the ball than really getting it around the court. She likes to pass to her mates. She has very good defense when making sure that Wetumpka doesn't get the ball.
Very good playmaker right there. Definitely someone who can get assists. She's definitely a support player in this game.
Very.
So Kerja Crosby goes in for Ari, and Gabrielle Harris with the steal goes up and gets the foul. Now let's see if she can capitalize on these free throws.
Right.
Now one thing I definitely want to say is free throws make or break a team.
Yes,
if you miss too many free throws, you will lose the game. Very. No doubt about it.
No.
And that's definitely something we don't want to see happen here with Stanhope. They are up by 20 points, so we definitely want them to stay up. And we definitely want them to get a bigger lead here. So she makes the first one. So, again, what we want to see.
We want to see a lot. They are actually really doing very good. I'm really surprised about the score on the board and how quick they're moving around the court, but they're also making good plays, good throws, very much communicating. Anaya Burton just a few minutes ago.
And she makes the second one. Number 3 passes into number 2. And they're, again, slowing down. I don't like how they speed. I like how they speed up, but they just do it so quick that, again, it can be helpful, but, again, can be a detriment. And she airballs a layup. Rebound by number 10, Anaya Burton. Driving up the court, looking for a teammate to pass it to. Pass it to Kerja Crosby. Kerja's looking, driving to her right. She needs to watch it before she steps out of bounds. Pass it to Gabrielle Harris, and a travel. Turnovers are also a big problem in this game. We've had so many turnovers that it's awful. We don't need these many turnovers.
No, not at all.
So, looks like Anaya Burton is coming out and another Crosby sisters going in. So, number 2 coming up the court, slowing it down, looking at her defense, and if she looks at the defense again, another hole. She drives to the left, passes it out, maybe should have been a travel. Number 3, spin move, passes it to 2, dribbles to her left, almost loses the ball, drives back to her right, and steal by Jaslyn Jones. Crozier Crosby goes up with the layup, misses it. Karaji Crosby goes back up with the layup and makes it. This is what I love to see from the Crosby sisters. They're both really good and they work very well together.
They do.
Right now, go ahead.
Right now you see Jazz, she's keeping her good defense when on number 2 on Wetumpka's team. Definitely keeping and pushing to get the ball.
And that great defense happened to be a turnover. The only problem is she stepped out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, Jazz is a support role. She
Yes.
can shoot shots when she's open, and what I'm thinking is if they realize that they think, she's not going to do anything, they'll leave her open on the 3 and let her get some easy buckets.
They will.
So number 2 with the ball, Jaslyn Jones playing really good defense here. They're driving to her left, passes it to 3, shoots the ball, misses it. Okay, so that is the end of the second quarter, and we're about to go to break. We'll see you guys right before the second quarter. All right, so welcome back. We are here with Coach Stokes. We're going to do a halftime interview. So, Coach Stokes, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this game. What do you want to do to stop those?
Well, we just got to be just a little bit more patient. We're a fast team. We play with intensity. We play fast, but sometimes playing fast we get out of control with ball handling and decision making. So we just got to, just make sure that we play with patience a little bit more the second half.
We also saw a foul on the three-point line. What do you want to do? What did you think about that?
Well, we practiced to close out without fouling. She just swung down late and went through her body, just being over anxious with anxiety playing the game. So she just got to calm down and close out the right way like we taught her.
Okay, and you've kept the Wetumpka Indians to 14 points before the half. How did you do that?
Just defense, effort, intensity. That's what we practice all year. That's what we believe in, defense intensity. And so that's one thing that we harp on. So defense is what keeps you down in points.
All right, congratulations on your 300th win. How do you feel about that, and how do you feel about that major accomplishment?
As always, God is good. I'm just thankful. I've had a lot of great talent over the years to help me with my assistant coaches. It's not just me, but just the longevity of it. I feel a whole lot of self-gratitude with it, too, because it just shows the hard work and all the things that I went, that put into it. But I'm just grateful to have great talent and just great schools to give me an opportunity to coach the game.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
her other teammates, but that's actually really pretty good. Maybe anger is what she needs on the court to maybe put more work into making her throw and making her passes and making her shots.
Definitely. Number 22 misses the first, and she makes the second. So we're up by 21 points. So let's see what we can do about this. So pass to Samaya. Samaya open on the three, shoots the ball, misses it, rebound, tries to get the rebound but misses it, and it is Wetumpka ball.
Definitely see Coach Stokes on the sidelines getting a little tense and yelling at his players to move across the court, because they're leaving holes in between the court.
Definitely.
Wetumpka. Wetumpka's
steal by Ari Gilchrist, number 2, goes up for the layup, makes it. But definitely, like you were saying, he was telling me to get down because number 20 was wide open on the 3, and she can make that shot.
Yes, she can.
Bad thing to do here, especially late in the half. So Ari with the ball, driving, goes up for the floater and shoots it, misses it. Rebound with Wetumpka Indians, pass it at number 2, and she's dribbling the ball. She's taking it slow, looking for her players, drives to the left, goes up, gets the foul from Samaya Gilchrist. Definitely not something you want to see.
No.
Definitely, I would say maybe not the best call there, but I see how he could have seen and made that call.
Right here just a few minutes ago, Samaya Gilmore and Anaya Burton, they're definitely communicating on the field. Samaya is probably telling her some tips that she needs to do while
Number
she's
2
playing.
Makes the first one. So, yeah, I mean, definitely we are seeing communication, but they're still moving a little too fast for me.
They are.
I want Ari, they don't have a shot clock here. She makes the second one. I want Ari to get here at the half, wait a second, and make a play go. See, here she's just going so fast, and she takes the pass, passes it to Jada. Jada misses it. Number 2 comes up with the rebound, and she's going so fast she can't even keep a steady dribble. Number 23 with the shot, and makes that deep 3. That was bad defense right there.
She was wide open as well. They're definitely keeping more.
Maya on the 2 makes it, claps back. Definitely a 2.
Yes. Like I said earlier, Wetumpka claps, Stanhope claps back. Stanhope is going to clap back as many times as they can to get more points and more stamina definitely on this board and on the court. Now, right here, Samaya, she's kind of tussling with number 20 on Wetumpka, but she's still keeping her defense and paying attention to where the ball is going, more so than who has the ball.
Right. And right here what we saw was number 2, Wetumpka's point guard, took it, and she took it slow. She stood there for a minute trying to figure out what she's going to do, started up a play. That's what I want to see Ari do. So number 3 with the ball, looking for a pass it to number 2. 2, again, taking some time, trying to figure out what she's going to do. Now number 3 with the ball, she drives into the right, passes it out to number 20. 20 goes to her left, looking for a pass, gets fouled. So again, not something we would see. There's only 4.5 minutes left in this half or in this quarter, and they already have 4 fouls.
They do.
That's not something.
Right now, that's not a very good look on Stanhope's side of the ball, but I feel like maybe we can bring up and forget about those fouls and get the ball moving.
Definitely. Ooh, bad. Ari tries to go for the steal and tumbles with the other opposing point guard. So, again, like you were saying, I love seeing steals. I love seeing that kind of game. But when you're sacrificing your dribbling ability and your shooting ability, we don't want that.
No, you don't.
Because the game is whoever has the most points, not whoever can move the fastest. So Ari passes in and turns the ball over. Number 2 with the ball, passes out to number 3. 3 goes up with the shot, misses it. Ari comes up with the rebound. Number 10, Anaya Burton, passes to number 14, Tamara Smalls, pump fake, and gets the layup.
That's what I like to see. They're communicating and they're taking their time when making their throws across the court, and that's what we want to see. We want to see more of that throughout the ends of the rest of the quarters. We definitely want to see them making it and definitely taking it slow.
Definitely. Number 2 shoots the ball and makes the 2-point. So, number 4, Jada McLeod makes the layup. So, they are playing pretty good here, but they have allowed 10 points already in this third quarter.
Yes, they do.
So, number 2 has the ball, drives to her right, passes to number 21, passes back to number 22. She looks like she wants to take the shot, but she doesn't. Looking for a pass. Her teammates need to get open, passes it to number 21. 21 passes back to number 2. Let's see what they can make from this. They do seem to be wasting a little bit of time.
Definitely right here, number 2. She looks like she's under a lot of pressure when it comes on when she has the ball and getting it around to her teammates. Because
number 3 with the three-point almost and misses it. Number 20 with the rebound. But, yeah, definitely under a lot of pressure. They know what she can do.
Yes,
number
they
2
do.
is a very good player. They know what she can do. They're going to put pressure on her.
They are.
So, turnover. We have number 14, Tamara Smalls, passing it in to number 2, Ari Gilchrist. So, again, here, this is what I want to see. She's slowing it down. She's slowing it down. She goes to her right, passes it to Jada McLeod. Jada passes to Samaya Gilmore, passes it to Ari with the ball, passes it to Anaya Burton. Burton pulls up for the 3 and misses it. Rebound on, well, they're scrambling for the rebound and jump ball. Not sure where the possession arrow is. It may be with, looks like with the Stanhope Elmore Mustangs. Yeah, see. So, Samaya Gilmore passing the ball in. See who she can find open here.
Definitely, before she got the ball, she was definitely signaling to her teammates to come a little closer so that she can get them the ball so that they can make the shot.
Jada misses the 3, 21 with the rebound, steal by Tamara Smalls. Number 2, Ari Gilchrist with the ball. She's got some open players. Let's see what she can do with this. Goes up for the layup, makes it. This is what we want to see from Ari Gilchrist
Yes,
here.
we do. Now, Ari, in this inning, she's definitely taking it more slower. She's definitely taking more slower than what she was doing before at the first couple times.
Definitely. And Tamara Smalls tips the ball, and it will be Wetumpka basketball. So they are playing better defense. They definitely haven't fouled in a little bit, but I definitely want to see this continue. We don't need more fouls here.
Anaya Burton right here. She's communicating to Samaya for Samaya to keep head on number 2, Wetumpka's point guard, when she's getting that ball, because as you said, they do know what she can do, and she's very powerful with her hands and keeping the ball in her hand.
21 makes the layup on the Wetumpka Indians. Ari Gilchrist, number 2, with the ball, passes it to Anaya Burton, number 10. Anaya Burton goes up for the layup, but gets fouled. Let's see what she can do here. Uh-oh, she looks hurt. Maybe a cramp, maybe something else. Let's see what she can do. It looks like she's got a cramp. Definitely a cramp right there. May need to sub someone in for her, let her get that cramp out, then sub her back in. Yeah, they're having to pick her up off the floor. Let's see what happened. All right, so it looks like we've got Karaji Crosby and Malaya Newton going in here. Or Malaya Newton going in for. So Malaya is going to shoot the free throws, and they're subbing in Madison Brown and Karaja Crosby. So they're giving Tia a breather. Definitely a smart move. Let's see how Malaya Newton and these other players can do here. So Malaya shoots the first one, makes it. Malaya has been a steadily really good free throw shooter. So we definitely a smart move to put her there in for Anaya. So Newton misses the second, and looks like a lane violation here on the Wetumpka Indians. Definitely something that Wetumpka doesn't want to see, but really good for us. So Malaya gets another shot here. She shoots it, makes it this time. So number 2 has the ball driving to her left. Crossover. She's looking, passes it to number 50. 50 turns around, shoots the ball, misses. Rebound, Samaya. Let's see, number 1, Samaya driving, goes up, gets the foul. Definitely what we want to see. They're putting some of Wetumpka's players here in foul trouble. Definitely a smart move here. Let's see what Samaya can do here with these free throws.
Definitely. Subbing in Madison, I can definitely see that she's making some good effort to get around the court back and forth, making sure she's keeping her eyes on the ball and who has the ball.
All right, so we have Crozier Crosby going in here for Ari. Samaya makes the second one. Number 21 passes it into number 2 for the Wetumpka Indians. 2 passes it to 5, who is wide open, and we get a deflection from Brown. It looks like Crosby deflected the ball out. That is Wetumpka basketball right there. So Carmen Vergara going in for Samaya Gilmore. Let's see what we can do here. All right, number 50 with the ball, passes it to number 5. 5 drives to her right. Number 2, Carmen needs to get in her spot. Let's look here. Number 50 goes up and rebound. Carmen Vergara passes it to number 23, Malaya Newton. Malaya drives in, goes up, misses it, rebound for Wetumpka Indians. Karaji Crosby giving them some hard time there in the paint with the rebound. So number 2 going up, trying to find some space, trying to make something out of this possession.
Definite. Karashi is definitely making an effort when trying to get the ball out of Wetumpka's players' hands, and she's definitely doing it in a good way. Karashi's definitely talking to Madison and making sure Madison understands what the play is and how the ball is going to be moving around the court.
And number 5, Crozier Crosby, fouls number 2 for the Wetumpka Indians. That will be 2 shots, and let's hope that they don't make these. She makes the first one. Now, she fouled one of their best players. Not a smart move here. Definitely not a smart move here. So number 2, she goes up for the shot, and she makes and sinks the second one. Number 23, Malaya Newton, passing in to Crozier Crosby. Crozier's driving to her left, crosses over to her right, looks to make something. Turnover, steal number 3 for the Wetumpka Indians. Wetumpka, she goes up for the shot and gets fouled. 2 shots right
like
there.
you said, what you wanted to see with Ari, moving slow around the court when you're coming to the halftime. That's definitely what I'm seeing right now with Courage. She's definitely taking it more slower than Ari was, but Ari is doing and having more stamina on the court when getting the ball around and making a shot.
Now, one thing I do want to see here, misses the first one, but I would sub out Crozier Crosby. I would put Kamani Howard in here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Because she's fouling too much, and we want to give Ari a break, and their next best thing is Kamani Howard. So
Courage
let's see.
definitely did do good, though.
Definitely. So misses the second. Kamani Howard playing point guard here. Looks up. Carmen is wide open, takes the shot. Oh, air ball right there. Rebound on Wetumpka Indians. Looks like it was out. We're passing the ball possession will be with Stanhope Elmore.
Kamani Howard definitely talking right here to Carmen Rivera. They're definitely talking back and forth on the field, trying to make sure that they're both understanding what they're doing.
Definitely.
And I love to see it.
That is the end of the third. We're going to go to break. We'll be back right before the fourth quarter. See you guys. pretty much will hopefully win this game. So number 2 has the ball, passes it to number 20. 20 looking for a shot. Number 2 has the ball, drives to her right, tries to go behind the back and loses the ball a little bit. Drives to her right, looks at her left, passes it to number 21 or 22. Steal by Ari Gilchrist, number 2. Is she going to pass it or is she going to lay it up by herself? She lays it up by herself and makes the layup.
This is what I like to see. She took it kind of fast, but she also took it kind of slow. She got the ball, and she made sure she drove it across the court to make her shot.
Number 20 wide open for that 3. Again, bad defense, bad communication right there.
Right there, yeah.
So Ari has the ball, slowing it down here. She's on her left side, looking, trying probably to go to her right. Skylar sets the pick to her right. Samaya wide open for the 3, shoots it, misses it, rebound, Wetumpka Indians. So number 2 with the ball again. She's been in this whole game pretty much. Definitely the star player here. So 2 with the ball, passes it to number 22, and steal. Samaya Gilmore passes it, or goes up for the layup, makes it.
Definitely. Excuse me. Samaya, she's definitely making a comeback when passing around the ball, like you said earlier. Right now, it looks like she's not looking at the ball, but she definitely is making sure she's keeping good defense on number 2.
2 tries to shoot one right in Samaya's face. Again, 20 tries to do the same thing, and they both airball. Samaya is one of the most intimidating players on this court, and definitely it shows.
Definitely.
So 3 has the ball, passes it to number 2, 2 drives, is coming up the court. So she's taking it slow, definitely something we love. 20 wide open again, shoots it but misses it, and Wetumpka gets the rebound, goes up and gets the foul. Foul will be on number 20, Skylar Jackson.
Right now, also, I can definitely see Wetumpka, their team is also shifting out who they have on Samaya, the way Samaya is definitely guarding and defending her team and her ball.
Definitely. Samaya is very intense. She plays with a lot of heart, and I just love watching her play.
Me as well.
So she misses the first one. Seems a little upset by that. It looks like Karaji Crosby is going in for number 14, Tamara Smalls. Definitely trying to give her a breather. She's been in this game a lot. See what Karaji can do here with this opportunity. She shoots the second one, misses it. Looks like Jada comes up with the rebound. Jada passes it to Ari, who is running point.
Right here also, as you can see, like you said earlier, Ari's taking it now. She's taking it a little slow, communicating where and who her plays needs to go to so that they can do a shift change with the ball.
Definitely. Samaya tries to shoot the 3, but misses it off the front of the basket. So 20 drives up the court, kind of fumbles with the ball. They may not get it past half court in time, but they do end up doing that. Number 3 tries to shoot the 3 and misses it. Rebound, Karaji Crosby passes it to Ari Gilchrist, who passes it to Samaya Gilmore, who drives, goes up for the layup, misses it, and gets the foul. They're playing, again, with a lot of intensity, and right now, this fast play is working for them, but I don't know how that's going to work in the long run. So Samaya Gilmore looks like she's in a bit of pain. Let's see. I wonder what's wrong. The last game, she seemed to have a little bit of an ankle trouble.
She also seems to be just a little tired.
Makes the first one.
She looks kind of drained, and she's taking a little slow, looking a little drowsy, and she's taking a lot of deep breaths, but she's making it through and doing what she thinks as herself on the inside. She thinks what she needs to do as a team player.
Definitely. Shoots the second one, misses it. One thing I would do is I would put Gabrielle Harris in for Samaya Gilmore just to give her a breather, and maybe put Gabri in there for about 2 minutes and then put Samaya back in.
Definitely.
Now, Stanhope's bench and Stanhope coach were really mad about that, giving the ball to Wetumpka. It definitely looked like it should have been Stanhope ball.
Definitely. Number 5 right here on Wetumpka, she's definitely making a way around the court. Nobody's really guarding or blocking her as much, and she's definitely quite small.
Definitely. Scramble for the ball. Stanhope comes up with it. Number 2, Ari Gilchrist has the ball. She's going to pass it to Samaya, but it goes between her legs and turn over Stanhope Elmore Mustangs. So definitely right there where they were moving too fast. That's one of those things where you just need to kind of Ari could have easily backed out a little bit, taken that jump shot, and had 2 points on the board.
Definitely. Skylar is also making a comeback. She's also making sure she stays on top with the ball and looking around at who she's guarding as well.
One thing I do want to see from Stanhope on defense is them staying down. If you look at how they're playing defense, they're playing it standing up pretty tall. Normally when you play defense, you want to be down so that you can move quicker.
Yeah.
So Ari Gilchrist with the ball, looking to get a shot off, goes up for the jump shot, makes it, and we are up 2 more points. So number 5 playing, goes in for number 2. 2 is getting a breather right there. So number 20 with the ball, passes it to number 5. 5 trying to make something of this possession and turns the ball over. Jada McLeod and she double dribbles right there. Turnover again. So 2 turnovers back to back. Definitely not something we want to see right here.
No, not at all.
So it is It is Wetumpka Indians ball. Pass at number 20, who again is wide open and sinks the 3.
Definitely bad on defense.
That's been happening the whole game. I feel like once it happens maybe 2 or 3 times, even once, you're going to put someone on here and make sure she is covered.
Definite.
So number 2 has Ari Gilchrist pass it to Jada McLeod. Jada shoots, misses it. Skylar comes up with a rebound, goes up, misses it, but she gets the foul and she has 2 shots. So we're looking here again. Their defense was really good. It has been pretty good, but they are missing that key player, number 20, who has put most of the shots up here for Wetumpka.
Definitely. Skylar, as Skylar is a middle schooler, she is very good at what she does, being a middle schooler on a junior varsity team.
And I definitely feel like something that could be happening with Skylar is, since she's a little bit younger, she hasn't played in these high-intensity games much before, so
No,
her
not at
IQ
all.
just isn't there really yet,
No,
and
not
that's
yet.
just going to come with age.
Mhm.
And it looks like we have a lane violation on Stanhope Elmore Mustangs, so it will be a turnover and Wetumpka Indians ball.
Right here on the sideline, Coach Stokes, he's definitely explaining to his players who is covering who and who needs to sub out for who.
Definitely. So now we have Carmen Vergara goes in for Jada McLeod. Let's see what she can do with this opportunity. Number 5 shoots the deep 3 and banks it in. That's a big shot right there.
Definitely, like I was saying, nobody was really on her to keep her, from getting a shot like that.
Definitely. So number 2, Ari, coming up the court, trying to fake out her defender. She doesn't really do it yet. She goes up for the shot, misses it. Karaji Crosby was wide open. Definitely should have passed her the ball for the easy 3. So pass it to number 12. 12 has the ball, looking for a teammate. 5 wide open and misses the layup, but gets the foul. Number 21 gets the foul. So we're going to see if she can make these free throws. And she misses the first one, almost had a lucky bounce right there.
Yes, she did.
So number 5, Kershaw Crosby goes in for number 1, Samaya Gilmore. So number 5, she shoots it, makes the second one. Number 21, Karaji Crosby passes it in for number 2, Ari Gilchrist. Ari slowing it down, definitely what we've been wanting to see. Let's see if she keeps this throughout the game. Number 5, Kershaw Crosby, pass it to her sister Karaji Crosby. Pass it to Ari Gilchrist, passes it back to number 5. They are definitely doing a play right here, but it does not work out. So, turnover, bad pass by Kershaw Crosby right there. And number 2 on Wetumpka Indians is back in. Number 5 takes that long shot again, but misses it this time. Long rebound, number 2 with the ball, and she goes up and makes it. Again, good fast break. They play with such intensity that these are some easy points and easy shots for them.
Definitely. Right now, I'm loving the scoreboard. Stanhope is up by, I don't know my math that well, but right now it's 60-38, and I'm loving the score.
All right, number 5, Kershaw Crosby with the ball, drives to her right, passes it to Ari Gilchrist. Ari's looking. She looks up, drives to her right or left, goes up and makes that right-handed layup. And it looks like full timeout or half timeout, 30-second timeout for Wetumpka Indians. Now, one thing I do want to note about Ari, or we're going to break and we'll come back after this. I hate you. And we are back with the fourth quarter after that timeout. We have about 2 minutes left in the fourth, and we're going to see what Stanhope can do to capitalize on this lead and in this game. So, number 2, Wetumpka Indian with the ball. She's back in. I wouldn't be surprised if she stays in the rest of this game. So, passes it back to number 5. They need to get across the court before this 5-second runs out. And there we go. She got across the floor. She goes up and gets the foul. Let's see who the foul is on. Foul number 21, Karaji Crosby. I believe that is her second. So Stanhope here having to make some changes around in the blocks, and they moved Carmen and Skylar down. Definitely a good choice here. So she shoots the first one, makes it. Again, this is another one of their really good players. Number 2, number 5, and number 20 are the main 3 players we need to be looking out for.
Definitely. They definitely work together when on the field at the same time.
All right, so number 3, Kamani Howard, turns the ball over. It will be Wetumpka Indians' ball. All right, Carmen passes the ball in, gets it to Karaji, and she goes up and gets the foul. So one thing I want to note here is it looks like one of our top scorers in this game is hurt. Samaya Gilmore looks like she's got a problem with her knee over here on the court. Definitely not something we want to see with one of our top players.
No, not at all.
So we're making some changes here on the Wetumpka Indian side. Number 12 gets subbed out. Let's see what the girl who gets subbed in can do here for this team. They are down 23 points, so they have about 2 minutes to get back. It's not looking too good for the Wetumpka Indians here.
No, not at all.
So number 10 comes up with a rebound. 21, Karaji Crosby gets the steal, goes up, misses it. Rebound by number 10 or 30. Carmen Vergara got stolen by number 4 on the Wetumpka Indians. Goes up for the layup, misses it, gets blocked by Skylar, and it looks like we have a turnover, and it will be Stanhope ball.
Definitely, I see Kamani. Kamani Howard's definitely putting in the work with her stamina when running across the field to get back the ball that was stolen.
Definitely. Now Kamani passes it into number 5, Karaji Crosby. And Karaji turns the ball over to number 2. She trips. She gets tripped, gets the foul. And what I love to see here, number 5, Karaji Crosby, shows some really good sportsmanship here, picking up her opponent. Definitely something we want to see here.
Definitely.
That's a major thing, sportsmanship and communication. I really love to see sportsmanship. You know, when your opponent falls, you know, you just, even though they're your opponent, you definitely want to still be that kind of person who will help them up.
Yeah.
So, passes it in, and we, deflected by Kamani Howard, it is still going to be Wetumpka ball. So number 12 passing it in here. Let's see who she can get it to. Gets it to number 5, and she passes it over to number 4. 4 tries for the shot and doesn't take it. Number 5 passes it to number 12. Almost a steal. She spin moves out of it and gets blocked by Carmen Vergara. Number 5, Karaji Crosby with the ball. She passes it over to number 21, her sister Karaji. Number 3, Kamani Howard turns the ball over. Number 5 has the ball. She's driving up the court. Let's see what she can do. Number 5, jump shot and misses it. Rebound looks like it's going to go to Kamani Howard. Passes it to Carmen Vergara. Let's see what she can do here. It looks Wetumpka deflects the ball out, and it will be Stanhope ball. Definitely, I wish Carmen could have capitalized on that. Definitely would have been a really good look there for her.
Definite.
So Carmen passes it into Kioni Howard. Kioni drives to her and goes up, but misses it. And number 4 drives up the court. And looks like a backcourt violation there. It will be a turnover, and it will be Stanhope ball. We have about 25 seconds here left in the fourth. Right now, I just want to see them hold the ball and definitely finalize this win. Turns the ball over. It will be Wetumpka ball. This game is in the back. Stanhope has this one. Let's see what the rest of this goes. All right, number 5 with the ball. At this point, she just hold it and let the clock run out.
Yes, she is. They definitely do keep giving her back the ball. You see, as Jasmine right there, she was going to steal the ball and ended up having some slippery fingers, but it's okay.
Karaji with the ball, shoots it, misses it, and that will be the game. So, some post-game notes. We have one of the best players on in this game, Samaya Gilmore. She's hurt. You can see she's limping. Definitely not something we want to see here.
No, not at all. I do feel like she did put in a lot of effort into this game when making sure that what she was doing was actually really good, getting her ball to move around the court, making sure that she was communicating with her teammates on how they were going to make plays and get the ball across the field. And I definitely love to see that with her.
All right, we're going to break, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right. So right here, I'm with Samaya Gilmore, number 2 on Stanhope Elmore High School. You know that. Number 1 on Stanhope Elmore High School's women's basketball team. Samaya, how do you feel that you did in tonight's game?
I feel like I did pretty great. I feel like I gave it to the team more than I should have tonight. I'm really proud of my defense. My points wasn't there, but I gave my team what I had to give. You know, we won.
Definitely. I feel that you did very good when communicating on the court to your teammates about where the ball was and how it needed to move around the court. Definitely good on defense. I will tell you that you were definitely on who they were putting on you at the beginning and towards the end of the game. Definitely. You know, after a while, you did have a misconception with one of your injuries, but you still brought and you went through with it on the team. Your free throw, you did very good. I'm real proud of you. That one I'm talking about. You did really, really good. And
Thank you.
tonight in this game, I feel very proud of you. I feel like you did what you needed to do at a good point of your life and with your team at the same time.
Thank you.
So this is Samaya Gilmore, number 1 on Stanhope Elmore High School's team, and y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Mustang Country. All right, I'm Kioni. You can call me Dash, and I'm here with
Mr. Larck.
All right, and we're here broadcasting to you the classic W word versus Stanhope game. And so far, it is fast-paced, neither team giving an inch. And Mr. Larck, honestly, right now, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from my starting five. Starting 5 for Stanhope, especially after the backcourt not playing nearly up to par as they did last game.
And Jalen Young getting it started right away with a huge block right there. And might I say, we are on the opposite side of the gym this time around because it is a rowdy W-word crowd right here in Mustang Gymnasium. And this is a hard-fought game, and it's only 2-2.
Absolutely. You can tell that this rivalry means a lot to both the schools, the fan bases, and even the players. A much more hard-fought game, much more at stake here for the players. As the ball gets stolen by number 24. Oh, and stolen right back by Anthony Davis, and he lets the ball go out of bounds.
Yeah, and this is a stand-up team that's going into this game with something to prove. They lost to Wetumpka last time they met them in Wetumpka High School.
But we are forgetting that this team has a lot of potential on both sides of the ball. They have a lot of length, although they don't have much height. The length is an important factor on perimeter defense here.
And that defense starts right there with Jalen Young getting the tip pass right there, knock it out of bounds.
Honestly, can I just say, the front court duo of Jalen Young and Charles is absolutely stellar on the defensive side of the ball.
And that was a combo that was very good against the Lanier game. Really kept them in and got them within 7.
That's true. Have either of them been off? And speaking of Charles Johnson, he goes up and misses. All right, number 22 for Lanier coming out with the ball. Yeah, W. All right, Tyrone Williams with the ball, taking it up the court. Passes to Jalen, and Jalen lets it go out of bounds. Neither team giving an inch on defense so far with the score 3 minutes into the first quarter, and it is still just 2-2, showing how hard fought this has been and how fast-paced this game is going to be.
And these are two schools that hate each other.
And 23 swatted by Charles Johnson. Anthony Davis with the ball. AD to Jalen for 3. Bang! No defense from Wetumpka. They need to get into the defensive side of the ball if they ever hope to win this game. And swatted by Charles again. CG taking it up the court.
Back-to-back possessions that are really good for the Stanhope offense and defense. Getting a huge
CG
three.
to Tyrone on the outside. Tyrone drives in. Misses, but gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to AD, to Corian for 3. Bang! Another three-pointer for Stanhope.
And a fun part of this game is watching how these two student sections just one court splitting these two fan bases. It's going back and forth between these two.
Absolutely. The theme here tonight is blackout versus whiteout. No matter how bad that sounds, it is a legitimate theme.
Yeah, and just great all around from the Stanhope team just far. That getting on a 6-0 run this early in the game, really trying to put away the Wetumpka early.
22 on the perimeter, passes to 1. 22 for Wetumpka to 24. 24 pulls up a mid-range, great contest by Jalen. But 1 comes back in and he lays it in as the crowd goes wild. Anthony Davis taking it down the court. Pass to Tyrone.
Yeah, and that shot goes right over Corian's fingers. He just could not get his fingertip on it.
Williams for the step back mid-range, way off with an air ball. Good Lord, what a way to set your team back.
And this is a team that cannot afford to miss more of those shots.
Absolutely. Like, the way that Wetumpka's coming out, they may be behind by 4 for now, but if Stanhope continues to miss shots like that, they won't be behind for long. 22 inbounds to 3 for Wetumpka, and 22 taking it up the court now.
Roy Johnson and Caleb Sanders going in for Tyrone.
22 to 24 to 3. Lays it in, swatted by Charles again, his 3rd block of the night in just the first 5 minutes of this game.
That's a huge block by Charles Johnson. He just waited to get his hands up and knock that ball out of the air.
Absolutely. And a great contest by Charles once again.
2 back-to-back contests by Charles Johnson. Really being a force to be reckoned with in the paint.
Absolutely. He is not giving them any room to breathe, and they're getting nothing easy as 22 hits a mid-range shot to bring the lead for Stanhope down to 2.
And Stanhope has done a great job of guarding the perimeter and the paint, but that mid-range thus far, it has not been there.
Absolutely. It seems like they really took to heart the loss against Lanier. Charles for 3, miss. Number 3 with the rebound, taking it up the court as well.
And what a great start to a game.
Pulls up from 3. Bang. I would have hit number 1 on the perimeter. He was wide open, nobody on him. But that's just me. Corian Glider taking it up the court. Passes it to Roy Johnson. Brick. 3. Taking it up. Once again, ignores number 1 and misses the shot. Same as before.
Another great defensive possession there by the Stanhope Elmore Mustangs.
Roy Johnson inbounds to Jalen. Roy taking it up the court. Roy to Caleb, the freshman star. To CG, shoots it and scores! What a bucket by Corian Glider!
Stanhope just all up on those heat checks right there, really showing off this offensive prowess they've got that we did not see a lot of against Lanier last game.
It looks like they called a push on Stanhope. And 22 is going to inbound the ball for Wetumpka.
And if y'all can hear that, that is the Wetumpka student section who made that 15-minute travel all the way to Mustang Gymnasium. And again, they are just getting rowdy.
Wow, 15 minutes. Such a long drive for this fan base. And an inbound to number 23.
And a great contest in the paint by Colin.
No! Charge for number 3. That's a charge.
And a nice little celebration from Coach Cochran.
Coach
Getting the ball
Cochran.
right back. And continuing to build on this run is going to be important on this possession.
We do plan to speak to Coach Cochran of the Stanhope Elmore Mustangs later on this broadcast, so stay tuned for that. Jalen on the inbound to Corian. Back to Jalen. Jalen dribbling, finds a pass to CG. CG drives in, finds Kyle. Oh, swatted by 23. Good Lord. Proving that Wetumpka has defense in the paint. 23. That's a charge. That's going to be a charge on number 23. He tried to build on his momentum from that amazing block on the other end, but he just couldn't do that as Colin draws the foul.
And it looks like they're going to call it blocking foul instead of the charge.
What? No. I don't buy that as a blocking foul. Colin looks disappointed as he's waiting to get that rebound from this miss. And it's a make for the first one. It appears that Wetumpka has subbed in number 21. We will see just what he can do. He could be a shooter. He could be a defender. Who knows? And he misses the first. Jalen with the rebound. And he lets it go out of bounds.
And they call a foul on Wetumpka there for the push.
Honestly, I don't know if I saw that. Although we've proven that my eyes aren't the best for the game in some people's opinion.
So that's like 3 missed possessions and missed attempts at getting points here for Wetumpka.
1 minute 44 left in the quarter. CG taking it up, finds Colin, who gets blocked again. Roy finds Jalen on the outside to Caleb. Caleb trying to work a move, tries to find Jalen, but instead turns it over. But good contest, and that's going to be out of bounds on it appears Colin, as his teammate did hit the ball off of him while he was out of bounds.
And that's some great transition defense by the Stanhope Elmore here.
Absolutely. Although it is still Wetumpka's ball, they did prevent a score. And not for long is 1 for 3. Air ball! What a shot from Wetumpka. And truly amazing scoring so far going on in this game. But the defense has really shined through for both teams here, managing to hold each other to a very close game so far. And I'm loving the fast-paced, action-packed game that we have seen so far.
And Stanhope needs to be careful because after having a 5-point lead, a couple of free throws here making a 3-point lead.
23 hits the first.
And back-to-back, you're going on this run, and you commit 2 fouls in the paint that give Wetumpka the chance to get back in this ball game and make this what might just be a 2-point deficit going into another possession. And he misses the second attempt, rebounded by Roy Johnson.
Roy to go, stolen by number 3. Oh, great defense by Corian though. Judah on him. That's got to be a foul on Stanhope there. Number 3 appears to have gotten roughed up. You know, I love the fact that we have number 3 on number 3, Corian Glider on whoever Wetumpka's number 3 is. I love seeing the same numbers go up against each other to truly see who owns that number.
Stanhope does need to be careful here because that pass by Roy Johnson got tipped up, and that was what killed the Stanhope offense. Any chances of getting points when they needed it most. Because against Lanier, it was interception after interception after interception. And you don't want those in football, and you sure don't want those in basketball.
Absolutely, and that's something we saw from players such as Corian Glider, Tyrone Williams, and Roy Johnson last game. Fortunately, it appears Roy Johnson is limping back to the bench. He could have suffered an injury in that last possession. Let's hope he's all right. But as I was saying, that's something they appear to have fixed this game. And Tyrone with the rebound to Caleb.
Those are awesome.
Drives in, blocked.
That's
a foul.
Hard foul committed there by Wetumpka. And Caleb with a chance to increase this lead and get Wetumpka right out of striking distance because 3 consecutive trips to the free throw line have made this a 2-point game.
And when it comes to freshmen like Caleb a lot of people question the mentality and maturity, just like a rookie in the NBA. But so far, from what we've seen from him, he can definitely step up in the big moments like now, managing to secure the lead for his team at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, these free throws are going to come in.
And he hits both.
A 4-point lead, getting Stanhope out of that 1-possession lead.
3 taking the ball at the court.
Guarded by the freshman who just scored 2 free throws.
12-1. Great defense by Corian Glider. However, the refs are going to call a foul here.
It's going to be over the back. Corey and Gilder just came right over on top of that Wetumpka shooter.
All right, number 1 at the free throw line for Wetumpka. Shoots, scores. Now that's a way to partially reverse everything that Caleb did, but it appears on the scoreboard they made a mistake and gave the point to Stanhope. So Stanhope has gained a point.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those free throws.
And
sometimes randomly, maybe they go to the other team.
Wetumpka has gained a single point from those 2 made free throws.
Bad pass by
And
Tyrone.
stolen. And stolen by Caleb, the freshman, coming up big at the end of the quarter.
In transition, hits a Euro step.
Misses, but White Boy Judah gets it, and he hits the backboard. 1 taking up the court for Wetumpka.
Caleb Sanders
12 tried to steal the ball from his own teammate. Out to 12. That's going all the way back. And is that a backcourt violation?
The refs battling out. One ref says it will come off the hands of a Stanhope Mustang, and then one ref saying the backcourt. And it looks like it's going to be Wetumpka ball.
Now, I don't like this for the Mustang. This gives them enough. They did not take the point that they gave to the Mustangs away. Wetumpka has enough time to tie the game up here at the end of the first. They won't, though, because 3 missed the shot. Caleb taking it down to get a quick point at the end. Pull up from deep. No!
Just misses. The freshman comes in and scores an easy 2 on the free throw line and has taken over the game thus far.
He's been playing very well, proving his status. He is not just some JV level freshman. He is the whole package and potentially the future star of this team, especially as we're losing what is that, like 7 seniors this year?
Yeah, we'll get right back with the second quarter right here on Mustang Roundup.
All right.
And we are back for second quarter of a 2-point game. That's going to be a jump ball, a Stanhope ball after the contested shot by Charles Johnson. And what a start by Charles Johnson, the big center in the front court.
I wouldn't call that a score as he did not put the ball in the hoop. Judah to Tyrone.
Tyrone's walking it up the court. Drives in, finds Judah Gilbert for 3, and bang!
Excellent. I've loved what I've seen from Judah so far. He's a player that's always going to come in and give you defense and offense, something they need. And stolen by Charles Johnson.
And a great defensive play by Tyrone. On the
Caleb
pass.
for 3. Miss.
Just misses the mark for the freshman. And the stand-up team is doing a lot better job than they did against Lanier, getting back on defense a lot quicker. And reacting.
Tyrone steals the ball, but 22 gets it back.
And Judah fights for it.
22 to 3, open on the wing, misses. Tyrone lets it go out of bounds, however.
That was right off the knee of Tyrone, gives Wetumpka the ball back, but what a great defensive performance by the stand-up defense on that possession. Not giving an inch.
Absolutely. Like, I love to see this, but 22, air ball, amazing. What Stanhope loves to see is another air ball from Wetumpka. Maybe they should stop shooting from the outside until they can really catch a hot streak going on.
And Tyrone drove in, but Wetumpka drew the charge, giving Wetumpka the ball back. And if you're Wetumpka, you can't have too many of those empty drives. If you're Stanhope, correction. can't get too many of those empty drives because as a 5-point game, this game could easily go back in the other favor.
That's true. And like last game against Lanier, we're seeing one common thing that seems to be hurting the Stanhope team. And that this game, it is driving into the paint. It seems like they can't really get those buckets on the inside. They can draw fouls, but oftentimes they end up getting stopped or getting charges called on them. So we'll see how Wetumpka can use that to their advantage going forward. As 22 takes the ball up the court for Wetumpka.
Yeah, and in this first half, there's already been 3 charges called against both teams.
3 lays it in for Wetumpka.
Gets it right over the hands of the 6'4" center in Charles Johnson, who's been having a great game thus far.
They have an interesting choice, subbing out Jalen for Caleb in the starting lineup. Everything outside, and rebounded by Charles, but blocked by number 11 as he helps his teammate up. Great shot contest by Caleb.
And looks like they're going to give Charles a foul here. Oh, no, they call it on Caleb Sanders.
I don't buy that. 1 second.
Missed the ball by a hair and went straight for the arm.
I wish we had instant replay. That I feel like that would prove my points most of the time here. 3 hits the first shot. It appears number 2 is coming into the game for Wetumpka. And 3 misses the second, but 3 gets his own rebound, pulls up from 3, and can't make the 3. But he gets his own rebound again, and once again misses, but draws the foul. Number 3, you got to respect the hustle on Wetumpka's end of the ball. I mean, if I was Wetumpka's coach, I'd reward him and keep him out there because he's just been putting in tons of effort plays and hustle plays all night long.
Yeah, and this game is just a game of hustle in general. Both teams are just being relentless. This is going to be a low-scoring game.
He hits the first, bringing it to a 1-point lead for Stanhope. With a chance to tie, can he make the shot and put his team truly back in the game?
Yeah, if I'm Stanhope, I'm looking out for Nate Rogers, the athlete who gave Stanhope a lot of fits in the football season, but can also tear it up in the basketball court as well.
Since when do we have Wetumpka's roster? Oh, my bad.
Tyrone with the inbound here, gets it to Judah. Doing a lot smarter passing than you did against Lanier. Giving each other a chance to get open.
80 for 3, miss. Judah with the rebound. Back out to Caleb for a 3.
And he's fouled. That's going to be 3 chances out of 3 chances at the free throw line for Caleb Sanders.
And that's true, but I do think that was a poor shot selection in general. He was in no rush for time, and I think that Stanhope could have found a better shot had they held the ball longer, but you cannot complain about 3 free throws at all as he makes the first.
And Caleb Sanders has been a pretty good free throw merchant thus far in this game. I don't think he's missed a free throw yet, and I want to avoid the commentator curse.
Absolutely. And there's the free throw.
There's the commentator curse.
And I'm not going to lie, I have not seen someone this adept at drawing fouls since watching Austin Reeves of the Los Angeles Lakers. As he hits the last one.
Gives them a 2-point lead with 5:44 left to go in this first half. And this game is just blow after blow after blow because these two teams are just going at each other.
3 passes to 2. And great defense by Judah Gilbert. Oh, great pick by number 1 for Wetumpka. And that's going to lead to a score by number 22.
Charles just misses the chance at the block there.
The game is now tied. Judah with the ball. Doesn't know what to do with it. He's trying to call a play for Anthony Davis. Judah steals the ball from Tyrone, but immediately gives it to him.
A same team issue going there. Tyrone loses
and
the ball.
Out of bounds on number 3. That seems like a downside to number 3's hustle. He seems to not be making the smartest plays all the time, and his hustle leads to a lot of turnovers recently.
Well, Stanhope team's been very good at causing turnovers on the defensive end. Now causing them on the offensive end, too.
That is absolutely true. And if you can get a team to lose confidence and even a player to lose confidence in their abilities, That's really useful. I love using mind games and guerrilla war tactics against my opponents.
Well, Judah goes for the deep ball to Tyrone. Who's looking to drive in, loses
but
the
stolen
ball.
by number 2 for Wetumpka. 1 is headed to the free throw line.
I'm almost surprised they're calling that a shooting foul. That looked like it could have been called a charge.
I disagree once again with that call. I feel like it was an obvious shooting foul. Honestly, I expected it to be an and one the way that shot was looking. And he misses the first free throw, meaning Wetumpka is not yet able to pull ahead.
Yeah, finally brought this game to a tie. Now looking to see if Stanhope can get this ball back and hope he misses it.
And he does. Tyrone on the rebound.
Now, Tyrone has been very good at getting those hard-fought rebounds after missed shots this game.
Stolen by 22. Pushes it to the paint. Blocked by Judah Gilbert.
Judah Gilbert.
Wow. What? You'd think he was like LeBron the way he just ran that man down. Jeez,
That's what the key to this game. This transition defense for Stanhope. No matter how many turnovers they have, they are not making it easy for Wetumpka in transition.
You have to wonder, after the loss against Lanier, was Coach Cockrell, wow, he finally hit a 3. Great job, number 3, finally hit a 3 after, what, 3 attempts this quarter?
3 for 3 as Wetumpka now pulls ahead by 3 points, 21-18 here as Anthony Davis has the ball. Passes to Judah.
Judah
tries to draw the foul, but gets
connects. Now that Stanhope is back on defense, I wonder if Coach Cochran really, it seemed like he really laid it to his team about the importance of defense in comparison to last game. Is that amazing shot contest from Anthony Davis on the perimeter, stopping a three-pointer as Caleb takes it up the court.
And that's going to be a key to this game. Rinse and repeat. Key to this game, defense, defense, defense for Stanhope. After
AD
Lanier just had their way
passes out to Caleb for a wide-open 3. Bang! Beautiful job by Caleb. I think this man plays like a modern-day version of Dwayne Wade, if I do say so myself.
And Caleb Sanders having himself a game thus far in the first half.
Blocked by AD. Jalen Lewis pushing the ball up the court fast to Caleb. Drives in. Blocked. Is that a foul?
Get stuffed, but there's not a whistle.
There is no whistle, but the play stopped.
They're calling the foul, and Caleb Sanders going right back to the free throw line, a place where he's got the majority of his points this game.
That, I think, is a bad call on the refs. I saw all ball.
Well, Caleb Sanders up the free throw line. 2 shots to make this a 4-point or 5-point game. Makes the first one. Caleb Sanders going for the second attempt. Just misses the mark, makes it a 3-point lead for Stanhope with 4 consecutive points by the freshman Caleb Sanders.
3 for 3. Whoa, despite the amazing shot contest from Jalen Young, he still gets it. What?
And a great defense there by Anthony Davis.
What did that say?
And Anthony Davis loses the ball.
Oh! Wow! Jalen tries to retaliate. Great contest by 22. Puts it back up.
Jalen fights for it, gets it back up, and gets the second chance point. Tying the game back up.
3 clearly calling for the ball. He wants to make something shake. And he can't. It appears he's not able to create for himself as well as we see. Most points that number 3 for Wetumpka has scored has been off of creation from other players on his team, which is a great thing to have. But if you can't create for yourself, sometimes that leaves you with limited scoring options.
Yeah, that's a tough blow for Jalen Young there. Getting drawn and getting called for the foul, giving Wetumpka a chance to get their lead back.
And honestly, I am just super glad that we get to see more Judah Gilbert. He has been amazing thus far. One of my favorite players on this team, wearing unlucky number 4 in Chinese culture.
Wetumpka back at the free throw line.
You know, we mentioned number 3, Caleb being a foul merchant for his team, but honestly, number 3 has been getting to the line quite a lot this game for Wetumpka, so you have to give him props on that end.
I mean, points-wise, this is a number 3 for Wetumpka versus Caleb Sanders game because they've been going back and forth in their own rights, getting
Absolutely.
bucket for bucket for each
I
other.
have to agree with you there. Have to. Judah on the inbound.
And Wetumpka
to
hard
Caleb.
pressing here with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Caleb's got to find someone. Number 12 is all up on him.
Caleb also went with a step back there, but finds Anthony Davis, gets it back.
And
Loose.
almost stolen by Short Stack over there. Caleb's got to get the ball out of his hands and to one of his teammates at this point. Number 2 is locking him down to Charles. Back to Caleb. Drives in.
And they call the
They
travel.
call a
Caleb
travel.
Sanders.
Rightfully so. Caleb was trying to do too much by himself that play. I personally think he should have gotten his teammates much more involved.
And that's just a young mindset thing. Coming from a freshman, you're having probably one of the best games of your career, and you're just on a hot streak. And you know what? At some points, you just want the ball in your hands. But right there, Wetumpka had an answer for him.
Yeah, that's a time where you really want to trust some of your older teammates. And number 3 is now on fire as we see him do Carmelo Anthony's trademark celebration. I mean, this guy is clearly a taunter trying to get into the minds of our beloved Mustangs, and they cannot let him do it. After all this, oh! Not 23!
That was a great rebound by the Mustangs.
But
there
Charles,
after the block.
taking it in, lays it, and draws the and one foul. Great play by Charles Johnson, the best player on this team.
Charles Johnson getting big in the paint, drawing the foul, and giving the Mustangs a chance to make it only a 2-point game with hopes of getting the tie back if they can just get one more stop.
But the question is, can he connect to try and get his team back in the game? He cannot.
A little too much power on that free throw. Hits the back iron.
3 set. Oh, he's a shooter. No, he's not. Never mind. I apologize for lying to you, audience.
Great contest by Charles Johnson.
AD miss, rebounded by 22.
A little too much power there on the lay-in by
3
Anthony
from
Davis.
deep, and he can't hit the 3.
And for Stanhope, you got to love to see that because that is a guy who has been giving you a lot of trouble from behind the three-point line. As Anthony Davis drives in.
And that
and
time
gets
he
the
connects. Honestly, when it comes to number 3,
And Wetumpka calls a timeout. Maybe trying to stop this momentum Stanhope's trying to build up.
absolutely, at the end of the second quarter, I wouldn't want them to have any momentum to try and take the lead going into halftime. But can we talk some more about number 3 for Wetumpka? Although he is on a bit of a hot streak, I feel like I've been seeing a lot more selfish play from him because of that. I feel like he's not trusting his teammates as much because he feels like I'm on a hot streak and let me cook, let me do my thing. But I don't think that's the way Wetumpka wins this game.
Well, whenever you're on a hot streak like that, you really want the ball in your hands. That's what you're seeing from 3. That's what you saw from Caleb Sanders. And maybe a miss and a turnover from both those guys will make it more selfless play instead of selfish play.
I hope so, as I love seeing team basketball. 22 inbounds to 3.
And 30 seconds left. Wetumpka might just dribble this ball out. And Judah with the hard press at the half-court line.
They call a travel, I believe.
That's a foul on Stanhope.
A foul on
A
Stanhope.
foul on Wetumpka, correction. As Wetumpka laid their shoulder into Judah Gilbert's neck.
Of course, Judah, ever the resilient player. Tyrone with the ball.
Stanhope with a chance to get the lead before
To
half.
AD. AD guarded by 22. Stolen by Short Stack, 12. 22.
Charles Johnson getting a
Ah! Excellent work on the defensive end. Throws it up, and no, absolutely not going in, Tyrone. I'm sorry.
Just misses as Wetumpka goes into halftime with the lead, 31-30.
We will be back after this halftime break. Yeah.
And we are back here on Mustang Roundup for W Word versus Stanhope Elmore. And I'm here joined today by Stanhope Elmore principal himself, Will Fuller. How you doing?
Doing wonderful, man. Enjoying a good basketball game.
Yeah, and two schools that don't really care for each other very much. These student sections have been going at it just as much as the players have. What does it mean to have a rivalry like this at the high school level?
Oh, it's awesome. It's what keeps you going. I mean, it's the energy's electric. Everybody's keeping it, within the boundaries. Both teams are very passionate, but we're at Stanhope Elmore, and of course we want to win. So,
just saying.
JS.
And Stanhope coming in with 3 seniors. What would it mean to get one last win over your bitter rival?
Oh, there's no question. It's a very emotional game. It'd be awesome for them, especially the work they've put in at practice and in the classroom. It's just it's one of those things where they've been rivals since they were little boys, and so here we are, and it comes to an end for these seniors tonight.
Yeah, and a great turnout from the stand-up crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it mean to see this much love and support for a local team?
Oh, it's huge, and this is I expect it because we got a lot of community members that are very supportive of our academics and athletics, and this is just it's a great place to go to school each day, knowing that the support's out there, not only for the students, but also for the faculty and staff at Stanhope Elmore. So it's unbelievable.
Well, Coach, I'll let you get back to the game. Thanks for coming up here.
Absolutely, man. We are SC. We win. JS.
And that was Coach Fuller giving us what he loves to see. Stanhope Elmore athletics at their best. And Dash, you are now back.
All right, Mustang Country, let's get into it. We apologize for any interference that might have come through the camera, by the way. Not our fault. But Corian taking it up, guarded by 24. Really struggle. Oh!
That's
Terrible shot.
Judah with
But
the
Judah
rebound.
coming through like he usually does. Always love to see Judah on the court. Always. Never once has disappointed me.
And with a close fought game like this,
That's stolen by Corian Glider.
Who gets
Who
the
lays it in?
coast to coast Corian Glider.
22 fires a 3. Miss. 80 with the rebound.
And
to
if Stanhope
CG.
here, you got the lead back, and now it's time to start building on a run. as Anthony Davis gets it from Judah at the top of the key.
They have the lead. Tyrone. Miss. Air ball at that.
A little too much height there on the three-point tip.
Did they just call a foul on Tyrone? No.
We're going to call him for sticking his leg out on the
Boo. Horrible call by the refs. Horrible call. 22 clearly fell, just fell, tripped over his own 2 feet, or it was a flop. Whatever you want to call it, no foul on Tyrone Williams. Ready for.
Wetumpka inbounds the ball. Tyrone then playing man defense. Charles Johnson jumps up, gets a contested shot. Wetumpka gets the rebound, and off the legs of Judah Gilbert gives Wetumpka the ball back.
.24 with the ball.
Wetumpka's trying to call a play, but it was not locking in with the other Wetumpka players. Tyrone gets a little aggressive on the defensive tip and gives Wetumpka the easy lay-in. Time the game back up at 37.
You know, number 3 for Wetumpka has been really good this game, but he seems like someone who really relies on his athleticism and build to outclass his opponents. As it doesn't appear he has great shot IQ. AD bricks it. Rebounded by 2.
Wetumpka taking it, trying to drive in. Tyrone not giving an inch.
And money. Absolutely. There it goes. And that's going to put Wetumpka ahead by 3.
And if you're Coach Cochran, you need to start telling your team that they need to slow it down. These fast-paced passes and this fast-paced offense can lead to more turnovers. And that's what we've seen thus far is Judah Gilbert.
Oh! White boy! Yes, Judah, we love you. Judah single-handedly kept this team in the game so far. Wow, what a shot. 22 bricks it.
Judah with the rebound.
Judah, incredible effort on both ends of the court.
Tyrone behind the back, keeping the ball to himself. Driving in, finds Judah.
Was that a travel call?
They're gonna call it a carry on Tyrone, giving Wetumpka the ball back.
It's interesting. I can guarantee you that would have been a splash for Judah Gilbert had they not called that. Although I can't say I completely disagree with the call.
Subbing out Tyrone for Caleb Sanders, a freshman who had a really, really good first half of play.
I love how they stick Judah. Oh, that's a foul on Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson with the hard foul. Wetumpka going up for the free throw attempt.
Now, honestly, I have to say, I'm glad that they decided to stick Judah Gilbert on number 3. Throw your best defender at the opposing team's best player. That strategy almost always works. You see it all the time in both the college level and the NBA. So I love to see that here as well. As one misses both free throws, Charles with the rebound finds Corey and glider.
That was a big defensive possession for a guy who just gave up a
Lays it in. Excellent work, Corian.
Coast to coast, Corian getting the lay-in to get Stanhope the lead back.
I love seeing Judah absolutely just go at it with number 3 on the defense, pressuring him to have to give up that ball.
And we see it from Stanhope.
Swatted by Charles!
Big Charles Johnson getting his hand up there and knocking that ball out of the hands of the Wetumpka guard.
I absolutely love to see big men go to work in the post on both ends of the floor. Corian does his best on the shot contest, but just doesn't get there in time to stop Stu from scoring.
And we're seeing it again. This game is going back and forth. If Stanhope makes a 3, Wetumpka makes a 3.
Stolen by 22. AD might want to sub him out right now. I mean, he's caused a lot of turnovers throughout the course of the game, and Maybe get some other guys involved. Like, get some other guys at the end of the bench. Give them a shot here. Joey Moore, Luke Cleckley, John Townsley, Jameer Jackson. Can I see the roster?
And a turnover and a foul called on Wetumpka, giving Stanhope the ball on their side of the court. Roy Johnson going in for Anthony Davis.
Judah Gilbert on the inbound. The name I would Jarmiko Jackson. That's the one.
Corey Gilder crosses it up.
Excellent job by the refs, officiating very well on this play. By the way, that's not sarcasm. I was being totally serious. I just wanted to clear that up. Might be misconstrued.
They call an illegal screen on Charles Johnson. Turning over the ball, down by 2. Stanhope really needs to get back into this because, as we've seen thus far, a 2-point lead, that's tough to come by because these two defenses are not giving each other a chance to breathe on offense.
And we're at the end of the third quarter, so if one of these teams can get a solid run going into the fourth, that could spell disaster for the other.
Exactly, especially for both teams that have been going back and forth.
Stolen by Roy Johnson, but it appears they're calling a foul here on number 10, Roy Johnson. I thought that was completely clean. The refs, not going to be sarcastic here, did not do a good job on that call, in my opinion.
Calling a reach on Roy, got a little too aggressive on the steal attempt.
Once again, disagree with the call. Thing was perfectly clean, hall ball.
From inbound to a shooting foul.
Shooting foul. He didn't even leave the ground. 3 has been shown to be an inconsistent three-point shooter thus far. And that streak does not look like it'll continue. If he can hit both, that'll be huge for his team.
That'll put Wetumpka up by 4 points. And as momentum goes and as themes go, Stanhope has a chance to get 4 points in a row because, as we've seen, these teams go blow for blow. So 4 consecutive points for Stanhope, not out of the question.
I say give the ball to Judah and let him cook. Look, Roy turned the ball over.
Good transition defense.
Then blocked by Judah. This is what I'm saying. Give Judah the ball and let him cook. Let him do his thing. And it looks like they called a foul, however.
Called a foul on Judah Gilbert.
Terrible call.
On the shot attempt.
Awful. I am Judah Gilbert's biggest supporter.
He's Wetumpka the chance to go up by 6 points with just a minute left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah. But they are up 5. And this is just like what I said. If one team can go on a run to end this third quarter, it can spell disaster. And so far, Wetumpka is doing just that. It's almost like Stanhope is starting to lose that incredible momentum they've built up thus far. Caleb to Judah. Foul. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Calls the foul on Stanhope, and that's going to give Judah Gilbert a chance to go to the line. And this is huge for Stanhope because they're going to have a chance to shut down a run and hopefully get back within 4 points and then hopefully get another defensive stop because Stanhope and Wetumpka, I mean, they are just going blow for blow. And you do not need either team to get more than a 2-possession lead.
I absolutely agree. But if there's anybody that I trust to close the gap, it's Judah Baker. As we just see, he hits the first, but he's somebody that you know what you're going to get every time, and I trust him at the line more than anybody right now in the clutch. He's just as clutch as Kobe as he hits the second. Yes.
Input free throws, making it a 4-point deficit here.
Caleb tries
50 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
And knocked loose by Charles. But is that a loose ball foul on Stanhope?
They're calling the foul on Wetumpka.
Urban.
That's a turnover for Wetumpka, giving Stanhope Elmore the ball back. And that's huge for Stanhope because now you were getting defensive stops where you need them the most. That's inside the paint.
They're cleaning the court. Look at Judah Gilbert, such an upstanding citizen. We love to see it. May I also say he has excellent shoe game.
Pass into Roy. Roy's taking up the court.
Oh, stolen by 3, but it appears they're going to call a foul on Judah Gilbert. Judah drawing fouls every day like his name is Hillbilly Kobe.
And that's a great foul for Stanhope because that could have been very bad because that was going to be a turnover and that was going to go the other way in transition. But Judah gets the chance for 2 free throws and make this game a 2-point game.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Why would Coach Cochran choose to call the rest of his team to talk? Was that a tech?
No, that's what you call strategy. They're talking to your other forward, getting back on defense because they're leaving Judah right there. With such little time to go, you got to get right back on defense. They're pressing right away.
That's just not a strategy I'm familiar with. I've yet to see that in my time commentating, which has been 2 games, so that makes sense.
And Charles with a tough rebound.
Stanhope, thanks to Judah Gilbert's effort, this Stanhope team has managed to bring the lead for Wetumpka within 2. Exactly what they need at the end of the quarter with 27.1 seconds left. Wetumpka ball. Steal by Charles to Judah. Drive it, Judah. Drive. No.
And that's off the hands of the Wetumpka guard.
Oh, thank the Mustang gods as Judah does not get the turnover there. He's going to inbound the pass.
Looking for Corian.
Mid-range. Miss.
Wetumpka gets the ball back. Wetumpka finding
it's hard. Finding it hard. Try to keep him in. But 13. Charles doing his best to guard 2 defenders at once, but with that mismatch, it's hard to get anything done as the third quarter comes to a close. Wetumpka leads 50-46.
We'll be right back here on Mustang Roundup. And we are back for the 4th quarter of a hard-fought rivalry game as Wetumpka has the lead 50-46. And a turnover on the inbound gets down to the ball right back. Corian gives it to Jalen. Gets stolen by Wetumpka. Everybody reaching for it. Game of hot potato going on the Wetumpka side of the court. Jalen gets up, and Wetumpka lays it in, makes it a 6-point game for Stanhope.
Not a good start in this quarter for Stanhope.
Yeah, Tyrone drives in, gives it to Judah, who finds Corian, who's going for a deep three.
And he bricks it.
Just off the mark.
And
Caleb Sanders.
Also bricks it.
Sam coming out a little too strong from shooting. Hit the back iron on
Great
2 shots in a
defense
row.
from Judah.
And Coach Cochran took Charles Johnson out for a little bit of a break, and you're clearly seeing that missed height in the paint for Stanhope thus far in this first quarter.
And is that a foul on Tyrone?
They're calling the foul on Judah Gilbert.
What type of foul?
Blocking foul.
Blocking foul.
That's going to give Wetumpka a chance to make this a 10-point game here at Mustang Gymnasium.
Horrible news for Stanhope, as just it appears they've lost all the momentum they had from the start all the way up to the third quarter. They've just lost it at the beginning of this fourth, and perhaps that's just a difference in it could be a difference in stamina, even mentality from this Wetumpka Indians team.
And Charles Johnson and Colin Ross going in for Judah Gilbert and Jalen Young. Trying to give Stanhope that height back, because back-to-back trips to the paint end in points for Wetumpka. And Charles Johnson gets the rebound there. Tyrone's driving in, finds Corey and Gilder on the side. Lets it
And
fly,
still
and
can't
just
get it done.
misses it. And that's 3 shots by Stanhope in this fourth quarter that were just way too strong. Hitting the backside of the rim every single time.
3 pushing the court hard. And just lays it in like it was not a challenge at all. Caleb
And Stanhope needs
to
to score
Corian.
bad here. And a shooting foul called on Wetumpka gives Corey and Gilder a chance to get this game back within 10 points. And Gilder's first attempt is good. Makes a 10-point deficit for the Mustangs after a horrific start to this fourth quarter. And the Wetumpka student section making the most out of this 10-point lead as Gilder misses the second free throw attempt.
You know, this is a game where the fans can really shift the momentum of both teams. And Stanhope really needs to get their fans back in this. Stanhope getting a little too rough with number 12, the short stack.
Hey, we got a quick timeout. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here in Mustang Gymnasium. And we are back after the timeout. After a foul was called on Colin Ross. Gives Wetumpka the ball on their side of the court. And for stand up here, you have to get a stop and you have to get on a run. Down by 10 with 6 minutes left to go on an evenly matched team game. It's just important that you get that stop. And that starts right there with Charles Johnson, who gets the block.
Caleb pushing it down the court, finds Tyrone, tries to lay it in, but gets fouled. This is big. No foul. Oh, I believe they called it out of bounds.
Too much air on the layup attempt by Tyrone. Stanhope getting a little too aggressive on that perimeter defense. Leaves a man wide open for the mid-range, making it a 12-point game for Wetumpka. Gilder drives in, finds an open spot, and just misses the mark, and Colin Ross just can't get the rebound. And they're going to call a push on Wetumpka. That's a turnover, going to give Stanhope the ball back.
You want as many turnovers as possible for the Indians if you're Stanhope at this point, because a 12-point deficit with 5 minutes left in the game that's not a position where you want to be. And so far, the Mustangs have shown that they don't have the best ability at closing games. So let's see, as Corian absolutely getting his team back in the game. That's a bucket that the team needed to really get their spirits up.
Yeah, and as you see, Coach Cochran has his defense out there playing hard press man defense, trying to make the most and get some stops against Wetumpka's offense.
And swatted by AD. Number 12.
And they're going to call a foul on Charles Johnson there, hitting the hand of the Wetumpka guard on the pass. It's going to be 2 free throw attempts for Wetumpka.
He hits the first. Wetumpka has just now entered the 60-point margin. And 61-49 is the new score, thanks to number 3 of Wetumpka.
Now up by 12. Stanhope just needs to find any semblance of a defense to get and there goes Charles for 3 and
who
just
airballs
misses
it.
The mark.
He passed it straight to number 2.
And the Wetumpka student section is letting him hear it. And if you're in a game like this, the crowd noise just cannot be a factor for you. As you are down by 12, you have to get back into this game. And Coach Cochran sitting in Caleb Sanders and for Charles Johnson.
And, you know, I hate to say it, but I think a part of the reason Stanhope has lost their momentum is I believe that they're losing the mental side of the ball.
And a bad pass by Judah Gilbert. Gives Wetumpka the attempt.
As Caleb tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds.
Honestly, I don't even think Caleb needed to do that. I think it came right off Wetumpka's hands regardless.
Yeah, I agree. It seemed like a bit of an unnecessary move, but I guess he wanted to just try and keep the ball to try and score a point when his team needed it.
Trying to play it safe, make sure it did not go off on you, but it ended up did. As the mid-range attempt is good by Wetumpka, making it now a 14-point game.
Stanhope cannot give up. They have to keep going, but perhaps try to slow it down there. I believe Corey and Gilder played way too fast there. I understand the clock's winding down, and since there is no shot clock, theoretically Wetumpka could hold it for the remaining 4 minutes and 19 seconds.
That's a smart play by Corey in there, drawing the foul, getting a chance to go up for 2. So inch by inch, Stanhope has to build back some momentum and get back into this game that, if they're not careful, could get out of hand and could get out of hand fast. As Anthony Davis checks in for the Mustangs. And Corian knocks them both down.
As it appears the Wetumpka Indians have called a timeout. Now, while we're in this timeout, I want to discuss the big man play by Stanhope. Now, Charles Johnson has absolutely been a force in the paint this entire game, an excellent play, but it feels like in the end of this game, he hasn't been getting nearly as many minutes as I feel like he should.
Well, I think it's due to the fact that the Stanhope defense has been playing way too aggressive and has been getting fouls called on them left and right. And at some point, you have to play aggressive defense, but it seems to be doing more harm than good right now for Stanhope.
That's true. You definitely don't want your starters to foul out late in a very close game. And it appears that Coach Cochran is a bit afraid to play some of his younger guys at the end of the bench. And who would be too, because you don't want to risk that in a game as big as this one, and that means this much to your team.
Exactly. I mean, this is a game that matters. This is a region game, and Stanhope has to get a win here. as they are, again, playing that press defense, trying to get in front of Wetumpka, trying to force a turnover.
And there's that patented Judah Gilbert defense.
Wetumpka throws the ball right off of Judah to keep the possession of the ball. As Judah gets a block and it gets called for a foul and the and one.
Coach Cochran clearly not happy with Judah Baker's play there.
And with Charles just drawing so many fouls, I mean, you're missing out on a lot of height there. And you're seeing that right away as Wetumpka has just attacked the paint. And another issue of cleaning the court. We've seen that multiple times on that side of the court tonight.
Perhaps Stanhope should invest in some towel boys, maybe wipe the court whenever someone falls every now and again. 3 going back to the line. And one thing about this kid, he has consistently gone to the line and made free throws in this game. And that has been a huge factor for Wetumpka, being able to have someone who can reliably get to the free throw line and hit the shots.
And ultimately, that's what cost him the first game against Wetumpka. Just the too many trips to the free throw line allowed by Wetumpka. And you're seeing here tonight, Wetumpka trying to make a huge lead out of this by just back-to-back-to-back trips to the free throw line.
Stanhope hustling fast down the court. Corian finds Caleb for 3, and he hits it. Big shot for the freshman here. That is something that could really raise his teammates' spirits and get their heads back in the game so they can truly win this game both mentally and physically.
That's a huge heat check 3 because at this point you need momentum. Down by 12, and you have not seen a semblance of it in over 3 minutes of play, and that has been detrimental to the Stanhope defense thus far. Down by 12. If I'm Coach Cochran, you got to keep playing fast, and you got to play that press defense. You have to force turnovers by Wetumpka.
Absolutely. I mean, let's hope that that Caleb three-pointer can lead to a big run for Stanhope so they can win this game.
And you see right there, Stanhope getting ready, already man-to-man, playing that press defense, trying to make sure they cannot get an inch.
And 24 blows right past Caleb, but a bad pass to 2. I like how Stanhope is forcing bad passes, but does not stop Wetumpka from getting it to the inside.
That's the issue with double teaming. It leaves a man open.
Caleb to Corian. Drives in. Good bucket by Corian.
And Stanhope finally gets some momentum on the offensive end of the ball, but the defense has just been anchoring this lead for Wetumpka.
One thing that I find very noteworthy in this game is that both teams have really decided to stick to like 6 to 8 players to consistently play throughout this game, showing how much they fear each other, using their benches, and so they can't get a true lead. The other team can't get the true lead.
In tough region games like this, you cannot risk putting in the younger players in games where you need your tough, physical, experienced players.
But sometimes I feel like physicality can be a detriment if you draw too many fouls, which is the only reason I suspect that Charles is on the bench right now, especially in a close late game. You want that defense, but they can't risk him fouling out. As Corian nails another good layup. Excellent play by Corian in this game.
You got to think maybe these points are coming in a little too late. Stanhope now down by 14 points.
And with 2 minutes, 39 seconds, it's hard to see them coming back from this, especially with the way that Wetumpka has been playing this entire fourth quarter, this entire second half. They've really just been dominating on both ends of the floor, not letting Stanhope get a single inch. They are getting absolutely nothing easy, and that's really what's given Wetumpka such a huge lead.
And if I'm Coach Cochran now, I am sticking to my defensive scheme. I am not letting them get easy buckets. You have to keep that press on. You have to keep it man-to-man. You have to force turnovers. That's exactly what you need here. Down by 14. 2 minutes, 39 seconds is a long time in basketball. If you can just get a couple of points, get a run going, this game could be a lot closer and a lot scarier for Wetumpka.
Honestly, I wonder what it feels like for Stanhope to have been struggling at home recently, as home court is one of the biggest advantages you can have in a basketball game.
Well, playing in a tough region like Stanhope does. And Wetumpka making it hard to have a home court advantage as they fill up the away side of the court.
One thing I'm starting to notice is that I think the freshman Caleb is struggling against 24 a bit defensively. This is the second time we've seen him just get blown past in this quarter.
And they're going to call a shooting foul on Anthony Davis. And that's what you don't want to see if you're Stanhope. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left, giving Wetumpka the chance to make this an even larger lead. He misses the first attempt.
Is Julian Taylor a JV player? I noticed I haven't seen him at all.
Missed attempts by Wetumpka. Keeps the game at 14. And if you're Stanhope here, you need to score quick. As Corian drives in, finds Anthony Davis, who lets it fly from 3 and just misses the mark.
Number 3 taking up the court for Wetumpka. They're really starting to slow the game down because in their minds, I think they know they've won. But Stanhope is refusing to let an inch. And, that might be the nail in the coffin for Stanhope.
Yeah, that might be the dagger. They get a 17-point game. And calling the foul there on Wetumpka. Gives Stanhope the ball back with a chance for an inbound. I'm Corey. I'm looking for either Julian or Caleb here for the quick points. And Tyrone misses the mid-range.
Tyrone, I think he was trying to force a shot. Judah was wide open on the corner.
And you get in that narrow mindset whenever you're down by this point because you get the ball in your hands and you're like, I have to score. I have to get the ball in the bucket. And that's what you saw there from Tyrone.
Honestly, at this point, I think I'd be willing to call it as a Wetumpka win. Unfortunately, Mustang country. As I just don't see how our Mustangs can get back in this game with 1:20 left in the game.
3 points away from being down by 20 points here at home. Fighting for the rebound. Judah Gilbert
with the
dives on the
steal,
ground.
Corian picks it up, slam it down. As the Wetumpka crowd really loved seeing that from Stanhope. What a shame.
And Wetumpka will just dribble it out as Corian's still playing defense.
Corian, in his mind, I don't think he can let his last play of the game be a missed dunk. I mean, that's got to be a mental factor there. But this game is over as Corian appears to just be walking off the court, and I can't blame him. You can really tell that this Stanhope team really put their entire hearts in this game, their heart, their soul, their bodies, their minds, and it just was not enough. So you can't blame them for being disenchanted with this loss here tonight.
Stanhope came out strong and fast in that first half, but second half came along and they just could not find any momentum in the last 2 quarters. As the game ends 75-58, Wetumpka takes the win here in Mustang Gymnasium.
Well, this has been Stanhope Elmore Mustangs versus the Wetumpka Indians.
And we have a fight
on the court. Whoa!
There's
a fight on the court. There's a fight on the court between who? Judah running to the locker room with a big smile on his face. Wetumpka still having to restrain number 23, Corian. as we
Things get a little chirpy in a huge rival game.
it appears they're launching a pseudo investigation on what has happened here on this court. I'm very curious what was the altercation that led up to this. I know this was a very emotionally tense game, but it's over. It was a well-played game. What would have caused such about to happen after the clock has already expired?
Well, an emotional game does that. But we will be right back with Charles Johnson to talk to us about talk to us in the post game. We'll be right back right here on Mustang Roundup. we are here post-game after a hard-fought loss. I'm here with senior center Charles Johnson. Charles, how you feeling?
I'm feeling bad. I feel like we should have had that one, but it just slipped through our hands.
Yeah, a hard-fought game, but you have one more game left, senior night. What's it going to mean if you can pull out a win for your last game as a Mustang?
I just hope we can win it, man. Had a tough stretch of games here. It'd be nice to get one last win here before I go.
As well, we'll be here live to see that. Charles, appreciate you having. I won't keep you too long. I know, tough fought loss.
Yeah.
So I'll get us out of here. I'm Dylan Larck. This has been Mustang Roundup. Again, thank you, Charles.
Thank you, no problem.